too bad. I'm good, thanks. Oh, it's hot in here.
All right, guys. Welcome to episode 5. In the last game, you traveled from Elysium to the ruins of Hispellum, and in the meantime, you guys killed some. Wait, you killed an ogre.
I killed an ogre.
You killed
Was it
it.
me when I killed a fireball? Or
Sure.
It was a team effort.
Yeah, it was a team
Maybe.
effort.
No, or you killed the ogre.
Conquest.
Yeah, R. Killed the.
And he tried to take a war trophy too. You put it on. So segueing from that, you took the head, the severed head of the ogre, and put it on your donkey, your pack mule, which was then unceremoniously plucked out of the ruins by a green dragon.
Surprised you didn't
Well, no,
take
it was a mule named Donkey.
Well, that's like some next level shit.
It was
I don't even know how to reply to that. The green dragon was circling the ruins, and you guys escaped and evaded through those ruins into not like a catacombs, but a ruins of buildings, and began moving through there where you encountered some traps, some skeletons, some spiders, standard stuff, and then found the entranceway down into the innards, the tomb, or whatever the fuck it is, down there, down those dark steps where ostensibly the relic you're looking for is located, this golden orb that you guys have seen a scale model of back in episode 2.
Should be 2.
Actually 3, I think. Anyway, 2 or 3.
So you proceed down the steps into this dungeon. It's dark, the air is cool. There is a little bit of lighting coming down from above, but not much. So it's pretty dark inside, and you are down inside this corridor, which appears to run into a room ahead of you.
We have a torch.
Oh.
Or have night vision.
Recon by fire, send an R.
I have night vision? I have night vision.
Right.
Yeah. You have night vision.
I can also see in the dark, yeah. So, is there anything we can see immediately?
What's your dark vision? 60 feet?
60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe just have to walk forward.
Yeah, you can see that it empties out. There's
Awkward. Was that in game? Did you guys hear that? Down the hall?
there's a beholder with a cell phone. He orders food through Seamless. You see that the corridor empties out into a room, but there's nothing else apparent from where you're sitting or standing.
Okay, so I'm going to move forward. What is it, 60 feet? What do I get, 30 feet?
I'm gonna move with her, staying in her steps.
Yeah, let's keep
Underneath
it
her.
together. Let me see what Lord does too.
I'm sure he would agree with this.
Not quite as stealthily, but
Okay. So we're gonna go to the entrance of this doorway.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, so what you see is a trap that has been sprung, and you see some skeletal remains. They're not actual skeleton men; they're just skeletal remains, shattered skeletons.
What kind of trap is it?
You're not sure what the trigger mechanism was, but you can see that like a net has fallen down from the ceiling.
And is there anybody underneath that net?
No.
Is there anything underneath that net?
No.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and just roll it down the floor.
Okay. So you pick up a rock from the corridor, toss it down into the room, and it makes a pretty loud echo throughout the room. And you can see that there are these 4 pillars inside this chamber, and that's about all that you can see.
So I've got that. How far does that Word of Arcane Light go?
Oh, that's right, you do have arcane light.
I don't know.
I think, hold on, I have it.
60 feet?
I feel like it's 60 feet, and it stays above you the whole time.
Oh, I can't send it out. It has to stay above me.
I think it stays around you.
A little dungeon master tip. I think you guys might have a drift globe somewhere in your kit.
Wait, is that the same?
I thought that was the arcane light. Or,
You mean just a mundane drift globe?
I mean, it's a drift globe if you have it.
that's the one that we got with that bag,
I
right?
believe so.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's what it's called. Drift globe.
That lights up like, 30 feet around you.
What is these? Is there light at all, or ambient light, or anything like that in the room right now?
No, there's just a little bit of light creeping in from the ceiling,
Okay.
but you can't really see much of anything.
Okay.
Where did we get that? I forgot where we got that.
Really, you might want to move that water. I think it might be in the shot.
Oh, I don't see it on here.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. So I'm gonna try to. I don't know.
Well, nothing's triggering.
Okay. So let's send the drift globe into the cavern, into the room.
The drift globe stays around you wherever you are.
Oh, wherever you are.
So if you want to toss it up into the area, we'll circle right around you.
I don't want to draw that much attention to myself. Whatever. Throw this drift globe around yourself.
I'll throw the drip globe.
But it hovers around you the whole
Oh,
time.
that's fine.
Okay.
Bring it. Even though I don't even need it.
Yeah.
All right, so you throw it up into the air, and it kind of just stays over your shoulder. It'll hover around you wherever you go.
Can I turn it off or make it go away in a hurry?
You just pick it up and put it in. Once you grab it and put it into a pocket or something, it'll go off.
Perfect.
All right. I'm gonna try to stealth around the trap and see if it looks like any of the netting was cut. You know, if it actually sprung on somebody, it looks like somebody cut their way out or whatever.
Okay, so you're gonna walk up and try to examine it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I won't make you roll for it. I think your passive perception is probably high enough that you can see that there is a thin rope tripwire on the ground. It was rigged up to a very simple pulley system around the column, and presumably someone or something tripped the tripwire and dropped the net. But the net itself, it doesn't really look like it was ripped apart or anything like that.
Okay. And the tripwire hasn't been reset in any way, has it?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna check the skeleton's body, the skeletal body then.
Okay. Do you want to move up to one of them?
Sure.
Make sure you cut the head off preliminary.
So looking over the skeleton, it has a rusty shield, a rotten leather sheath, and a rusty bronze shield, and then just some tattered clothing that are just kind of falling off its form.
Okay. Anything of value on it?
It doesn't appear so. No.
Okay. Is there any particular emblems or anything like that on the shield?
No, it's pretty standard.
I'm gonna stealthily move over to the other one.
Okay. So you walk over to the other skeleton, and it appears to be pretty much in the same state. There's some mummified skin on it, but it's just kind of old, tattered clothing, rotted away. Satchel on its side. but it doesn't appear to be anything really of value or particular interest.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna, move towards the exit, but I'm gonna do the whole kind of 1950s mine sweeping with a bait. You know, I'm gonna be very, very cautious.
Probing.
Exactly. I'm gonna probe my way.
All right, go ahead and make like a perception check.
14 plus 3, 17.
Okay, so go ahead and take your move wherever you want to go.
All right, so I would have come to here, and then I'm gonna come down this way, kind of inspecting the column, also making sure there's nothing that looks, I don't know, interesting, odd, out of place
Okay.
around the column, and then keep coming down here, clear my corner, and then maybe over here, but check this area for traps really well.
Okay. So as you're walking around, you can see that this chamber was pretty well constructed from the way that it was engineered. The stones fit together pretty well, although they're cracked and in disrepair. But I mean, this is like a pretty sturdy construction. Whoever built this thing actually put some time and effort into it. But you don't see any traps or anything, any kind of chicanery. It all looks pretty legit.
Did that trap that had fallen, that had triggered, did that look like it was a built-in part of the room, or did it look like it had been set by somebody independent of like the room? Did it look kind of?
It could have been improvised after the construction.
Okay.
I don't know that it's the engineering in here is sparse. It's all made out of stone. There's nothing mechanical. The trap looks like it could have been after the fact. Installed by somebody.
Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna, Kiaris,
Yes.
I think it's good.
Okay.
Send R over.
R.
Or just shaking his head, he's really against the wall. He's like,
Nope.
I'm not doing what he tells me.
I'm gonna slowly creep in and kind of cut away the net from whatever is attached to, because I want to keep the net. How big is the net?
However big, I guess it would be 10 by 10.
That's a big net.
And it's not attached to anything. It
Okay,
just
so I can grab it and I can.
Yeah, it just kind of dropped down from the ceiling.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna pocket the net and stick it in my giant bag of.
Okay, so you're gonna roll that bad boy up and take it with you?
Yeah.
Cool. Actually, you can hold
Yeah.
on to that.
Never know.
That's from a Lego set, boys and girls.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like having these like special items, physical.
Like that trap,
Yeah, like the trap.
the bear trap. They caught a spider in that thing last time. That was fucking disgusting. Some of the stuff I come up with is sick. All right. So Kiaris, you're descending deeper into this room.
Yeah.
You grab up the net.
Yeah.
Our illustrious Lord R, are you just chilling in the back eating sandwiches, or?
Mordor's, he put the sandwich under his clothes in a little pouch he sewed on for holding his food.
That's a good thing, since all of your rations were on the donkey that was eaten alive.
This is the last sandwich. And the donkey, we don't know it's dead. It couldn't still be.
Granted, you didn't see it die, but seeing as how a giant green dragon pulled it up with its talons and flew away with it, I'd say the outlook is not very good. That's
I saw
speculation.
hope.
It's speculative.
So maybe it tasted the ogre head and spit it out.
Could be. Could be.
So I'm going to walk into the chamber and I'm going to crush the skulls of the skeletons.
Okay. which proves to be not difficult to do. As you stomp your boot down on their skulls, they cave in and just shatter into dust and little bone shards.
I'm also going to take their weapon simultaneously. I'm going to grab their weapons and just throw them over in the corner.
Okay.
R.
What?
That doesn't count.
I just killed 2 skeletons.
No.
You also made a shitload of noise.
Yeah, I made a lot of noise too. I'm like Pippin. Alright, and I'm gonna walk to the end of the chamber here and just kind of peer around the corner and see if I can look down.
And while crouched at the side, he walks right by me in armor. In plate armor.
You look down the corridor, and what you see, it appears that it opens up into another room after, 60, 65 feet.
Mordor's gonna put the sandwich back in his thing and turn to you guys and say, "You guys done here?"
We can keep going.
Do you have any more of that sandwich?
I'm just gonna glare at you and I'm just gonna kind of pull my sandwich out and turn it back to you. And then as I take another bite, I'm gonna draw my sword and look at the orb to confirm it's still functioning. And then I'm gonna just start walking down the hall. Very slowly, looking for traps, looking for evidence, dusty footprints of recent passage.
Make a perception roll.
Let's do this here. 2.
Okay. Well, the drift globe lights up the corridor for you, and it's actually pretty clean. But you don't see anything else until it opens up into the next room.
Using all my roguely skills, while he is searching for traps and just walking down the hallway, I'm going to follow at a safe enough distance.
the Indiana Jones
Yeah.
pitfall of spikes
So
doesn't get
I'm gonna walk in exactly his footsteps, but at like a true car length distance. Enough time for a break.
Buddy's only half the word.
Exactly.
Which I'm obviously
There
going to
we
follow you.
Okay.
Move your guys back to the entrance over there.
So you come into a larger, obviously oblong-shaped room with columns running down the center of it, and what you also see in here is there are some
Pretty large spiders creeping around here.
with just a massive spider web, and these spiders are bigger than the ones you encountered in the last session, which were giant wolf spiders that you killed pretty easily. These ones are bigger and meaner.
Oh, great.
They're more like the spiders about the same size of the spiders you encountered in the bottom in that prison in Chesina, that you guys had that most unfortunate encounter with.
Nearly dying in. Do they see us?
No, they don't appear to see you guys, but when the drift globe moves just right, you can see the light reflecting off 8 discs on its head, its eyeballs, these black, glossy eyeballs that are, each one is the size, of like a $50, one of our $50.
Do we know anything about it? Like, if their sight's good or how fast they move?
If your last encounter is to be...
If you're what?
Your last encounter is taken into account with these guys.
Yeah, we were terrible to the last encounter we had with.
Let me see here.
Yeah, I hate these guys. Well, they weren't as bad as. They had the web, or was that the main spider that webbed you?
I actually think one of these webbed me.
Yeah, I think so.
And then I was stuck on a wall and dying.
So they can move about 30 feet over the course of 6 seconds.
Okay.
So,
Do you guys want to get invisible?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on
Okay.
us.
I'm gonna put my globe
So, Kiaris casts Pass Without a Trace, and the entire party is immediately cast inside a shadow, this artificial magical shadow. The drift globe is snuffed out as you put it away, but what 2 of the 3 of you have dark vision, so you can still more or less see what the hell is going on.
Is there any ambient light in this room at all?
It's pitch dark.
Colbus can't see, so I'm just gonna grab him by the collar and kind of lead him along behind me as we move through the hall.
Yeah, just slowly.
Go ahead and move where you want to move.
Should we try? When we're walking with our dark vision, are we seeing any traps or holes or anything like that?
Have to
Anything we could trip on?
make another perception check.
All of us? Or just me and him, pretty much, since we both can see.
You both can.
We got 11.
Okay.
11 plus 4, 15.
The 4, it's spotless. There's no signs of pressure plates or tripwires or anything like that.
Okay. You guys want to go this way, I'm guessing? There's nothing on the floor at all. Are there any rocks or anything?
No, it doesn't seem so.
Should have took it from the other room. Can I run back to the other room and grab a rock?
If you so desire, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a rock from the other room. Just in case.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
So we have a rock now.
So if I need to draw some attention
Oh, yeah,
somewhere,
yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay. Do you want to take a movement? And
Okay.
the whole party can move wherever you want to move?
Yeah, I say we try to make it through to the other end.
Okay.
Skip the drama with the spiders. And
So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So,
Anything?
you guys aren't even engaged with them. Like you're behind cover because of that
Right.
column. So just go ahead and take your next movement. Move over there. All right. Everyone make a stealth check.
Plus 10.
Yes.
19. Plus 10, 29.
14, 24, 31.
Oh, 31. Yeah, 31.
6.
No,
Plus
16.
10.
That's a 16?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Huh.
No, well, it was plus 10. 6 plus 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got
31.
31.
16.
okay. You guys are well within it. They have no idea that you are here.
Okay. Good. Should we shuffle? Well, I don't want to walk right in front of them. Should I throw the rock this way and draw them, hopefully, to this corner?
I'd keep it. Just keep it until, we might get it in the next room or something.
I should have got like 10. And yeah, and so we're still invisible as we're walking, so.
We should move past, and then we should be protected by that column.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we get to that one, we can make all the way to the entrance to the next room without them being able to see us.
Are they moving in any kind of way?
No, they are actually, and if I have my magic marker, they're inside their web, which is like that.
You really just upgraded this. Okay. You think we could just walk across? Or do you want to light the web on fire?
So I was just thinking, if we come to the end of that corner there, once you make this column, we go here, we light the torch and throw it quick. At the same time, you throw the rock into their web, so they start thinking something's in their web and go to look at it, and then I just throw the torch on it.
Where'd we get a torch from?
I have a torch.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, just not lit. But I have
Interesting.
flint and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
but
we can
it
just.
could probably go wrong. It might go
Right.
wrong.
If we can get past them in general, then we might as well just keep going.
Yeah, I was just thinking let them on fire would be fun. It wasn't even like a tactical decision. It was just, you know,
Exactly what you were thinking.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 types of players I find in these games. There's like Lily, like the paranoid player, and then there's Ken just pull a sword out and run straight at it, like whatever it is.
And I'm Pull out your sword and go straight at it. Let's get out of here.
Okay. So I guess we'll, since we're silent as well, we'll just
Okay,
shimmy across.
cool.
These spiders are lucky I still have to eat my sandwich.
All right, go ahead and make another stealth check, you three.
Jeez, 14.
24.
29.
Okay. I rolled for our spider friends, and they rolled a 1. So you guys easily pass with a shadow moving with you from one pillar to the next, taking cover behind it, and the spiders are blissfully unaware in their web of your presence.
Alright, I guess. Since we're not even bothering them, you want to just keep going? I mean, we'll have to face them later on, but maybe if we have to come back this way.
I mean, I do have a flaming sword. We could take the shadow right to the web, and I could just and hit the web, and we could light it on fire.
Up to you.
We'll do it the way out. I still have to finish my food.
On the way up. Okay.
Where I was like looking at his sword and his sandwich, and he's like,
Priorities. Alright.
I'm like, Explorer's depressed, the donkey's dead. And
All right, moving on to the next chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a stress eater, I see.
yes.
Here we go. Here's our cursor. Okay. Put yourselves back. See, there's supposed to be a 5 of war, and to be quite honest with you guys, I haven't gotten it to work quite yet. So you just don't try to metagame it too much. Obviously, you can only see down this corridor. You can't see the rest of it.
Right.
Okay, but you still have dark vision, so you can see the corridor bottoms out straight ahead of you, and then it makes a left-hand turn.
Nothing weird with the floors?
Again, they're very clean. You know, the slate floor is kind of cracked, but
Are there any types of torches or candles or anything on the walls or in the ceilings or anything like that?
no,
Okay.
there's actually nothing. And the stones are, again, the engineering is very tight. Like, you would be hard pressed to like slip a piece of paper in between the stones because they're so well carved and placed together.
So it's still dark enough where kobolds can't see anything.
Yes, it's pitch dark in here.
Okay. Alright, which one are you guys gonna go forward?
I mean, I can't see anything.
Yeah, he can't see.
Oh, you can't see, but you can sneak. That sucks.
It's a quandary of our times.
Yeah.
Well, with the orb,
I guess we could peer around and see if there's anything, and then if we see something, then we can.
duck back. But, okay, so if he uses the orb, would that let him see, but we still have pass without trace, so would that be a shadow over the orb?
That's a quandary. I think that if you bust out the drift globe, I think that's going to negate that you're hiding a shadow.
Right, okay.
Because it's like sticking a headlight, you know, or a torch right in the middle of it.
Well, what does?
They would just see this drift globe flipping
How
around.
about we take the drift globe when it's deployed, and we put it in the bag, and then we keep the bag shut, but then we can open the bag like quickly, just in like a, you know, in the hallway with your temporary light. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just enough. You just flash walk.
But why draw that attention to ourselves just so I can see
Right, because we can
brief
see.
glimpses?
Yeah, you and I can
Brief-
see.
Because then I can eat my sandwich and he can go.
You can still eat your
Yeah.
sandwich. I think you can do multiple tasks.
If he runs into any trouble, I'll just come and save him again.
Okay. Fine, I'll go first. I'm gonna walk this way and just peer around the corner.
Okay. Make a perception roll.
6 plus 4, 10.
Okay, you see ahead of you a T-junction.
So far, so good, guys.
Kiara, what is it? What do you see?
Just a T-junction.
I can't see anything.
Lord R, drag him.
It's so dark in here.
So it's gonna take you along.
It's a T-junction.
Oh, let's move up here.
I never learned to read.
What a T looks
I
like.
do not T-junction is. I never learned to read.
So looking left and right, is there anything?
Make another perception roll.
3 plus 4, 7.
7. Looking left and right, you don't really see anything. I mean, you can see the corridor goes in both directions. It just kind of fades into darkness at both ends. But you don't really see anything out of the ordinary.
So they keep going?
Right.
Okay. Oh, this is
Beyond the limits of your direction.
right. I can only see
Karis, what do you see?
there's a pathway to the left and to the right of us.
I can't see anything.
I know. So there's a pathway to the left and the right of us.
It's pitch black in here.
Can I use my divine sense? I can use that 4 times, right? This is the
Yeah, I think so.
4 times before the long rest.
I think so, yeah.
Or should we? Maybe I'll wait till we get to a bigger room.
What does it give you, 60 feet?
Yeah, it's anything within 60 feet.
Yes, further
And
than
any
60
evil
feet.
presence. I think it's any evil presence like in the area, but it's 60 feet is specific to any
Okay.
movables, like active players within 60 feet. But I think it's like if I'm like in a building, I can generally sense if there's like a bad presence,
An evil presence.
an evil presence. Yeah.
Are you casting it or holding it?
I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay.
Just so I have it. on the-
All right. So yes, we can either go left or right.
Let's go right.
Okay.
I don't know. Left is feeling really good. I've got this goddess some luck on me, and left is feeling really good.
I can go either way. Someone flip a coin.
You have a coin? You flip a coin.
We got-
Heads, we go right.
Roll a d4 if you want.
Let me see here.
Odds and evens.
Yeah.
Alright, so evens, we go right.
Okay.
4.
Even right. So we'll go-
Heading right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this is a mistake. I know it's a mistake.
So you get out into the corridor, and all of you guys make a perception check.
That means shit's gonna go down.
Nice.
Sweet.
We both 20s.
Really?
Both
Okay,
of us.
great.
They're good for you anyway, because what you see bearing down on you is a gelatinous cube, and you can see inside it, like,
You don't really see the cube per se, but what you see is like swords and shields inside it, and all the shit that it sucked up off the floor of the dungeon. And it's slowly scooting towards you, and it's aware of your presence. It's looking for you, and it's also looking for those error windows. But you guys notice it in the nick of time that you're able to step away before it engulfs you.
See, I told you we should watch to our left.
You guys both rolled 20s?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that with a perception roll like that, you should also know that when you look deeper inside the gelatinous cube, you see a fist-sized gold orb lodged inside it.
Okay.
This is sweet.
Oh shit.
No, is it like moving like?
Yeah, it's creeping. It's creeping on you.
How fast does it move?
If you guys don't move away, it'll engulf you in the next turn.
Oh.
But it's not like a predestined track, it's consciously moving.
But it's consciously moving. It's aware of your presence.
Oh, so we need to start moving.
Can we perceive what it's kind of made out of? Is it water? Is it flammable?
It's an ooze. It's made out of like some sort of gelatin substance.
Sounds so gross.
I have an idea. We should take the net, we should stretch it across the hallway, lead it down it, and then when it goes through the net, maybe all the stuff in it will stay on the other side.
Good idea. And then we still have to fight it at some point, but
Yeah, we have to figure that out.
okay. So we have to get this contraption happening really quickly.
Well, here, let's take a quick, we'll bust right, and then we'll rig it right here real quick, so that there's no space, like, it has to go through it, or it has to go around.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Well, technically.
I told you it was 10 feet wide. The corridor is 10 feet wide. So presumably,
It fits.
but what are you going to tether it?
I know what I'm saying. I'm like, how do we?
We got pitons.
Oh, when did you guys get that?
We found them in the gift shop.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
that could do it. So tell me, Lord R, how you're going to attach this net to the side of the dungeon.
Ever so quickly.
Well, how fast is it moving?
It's moving. It's moving about 15 feet. So as you guys took your movement, it went 1, 2, 3. It moved about that far.
Okay, so yeah, we get the thing, we get the net, and I got my sword. I'll take the hilt, and I'll put, we'll do pitons on all 4 corners, and then on the part where it attaches the floor, I'll put 2 more in the quarterway, and then 2 halfway up. So it's, it's much stronger on the bottom. And I'm just gonna pound the pitons. I'm gonna place the net so that it's lined up with the cracks where it's the weak part in the rock. So there is a space there, even though it's tight. And the fact that the dungeon is so well built should actually make the pitons even stronger.
Okay. So I want you to make a check for, you can either make a survival check or just a straight intelligence check, whichever you think would be better for you. I feel like either of those could probably apply to something like this.
8 plus 1. Would it be this too? Plus 1?
No.
Yeah, so it'll be 9. Yeah.
9. Okay, so you get like maybe a quarter of those the spikes into the side of the wall as the creature continues moving. 1, 2, 3.
I'm listening to you, so help me out.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just start hammering it wherever it
Okay.
needs to go.
Yeah, make an intelligence or survival.
And I'll use Mage Hand to tether the net to the batons.
Okay. Make a dex check.
6 plus 5, 11.
11 and
I got a 3.
a 3. So you get like maybe at this point half of the net is attached to the side of the walls, and the gelatinous cube is 1, 2, 3 right there.
Okay, I'm gonna look up and I see it, and I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, give me some more pitons, and I'm gonna try to hammer them again.
Okay, go ahead and roll again.
14, 15.
15. Okay, so at this point, like 2/3 of the net is attached up to the wall. Are either of you guys going to do anything? Because the cube took its turn.
Yeah. So oh shit. So we have is there a space above this
Above
net?
the net and
Yeah.
ceiling?
Yeah.
Yes, but the net, I mean, it should encompass the 10 feet. Because I don't think
Okay.
I don't think the cube is taller.
That's fine. I am going to use Mage Hand to grab the globe inside the ooze.
So he's coming up from above and just kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can summon Mage Hand within my line of sight. It can be on the opposite end of a like something that I can't. But in order to bring it back, if I want to bring it over the net, if
Right.
I can't bring it
Through.
through, yeah.
All right, Colbus, go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Shit, man. That was sucked. 2 plus 7, 7. God, that was horrible.
Mage hand comes up over the top of the net and it tries to plunge into the top of the gelatinous cube, but it just can't get the depth inside it to really grab at anything. It's like the big grabber claw in the arcade game. The gelatinous cube comes forward towards you guys and it hits the net, starts pushing on the net, and then it just kind of like T-1000s through the net, like it goes around the ropes, the cords, and it starts reforming on the other side.
But it does slow it down, so it's like trapped.
Up inside of it right now, like halfway through the net, coming towards you. And the net is capturing the larger pieces inside it, the shields and the swords, and kind of like cleaning it out. It is filtering it out.
Is that ball small enough to go through the netting, or is it?
It could,
the
yeah,
orb? Okay.
because it's a normal kind of like cargo net sort of deal, but
Okay.
the orb is like fist sized.
Okay, then I'm gonna. Well, whenever it's my turn, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's my turn.
Who has a long weapon?
I have a mace.
We need to like while it's going through the net and it's slow, we should try to like cue ball,
Like push it back out.
push it back out and the other side.
Just kind of like a shovel and just shovel it out.
So I'm gonna ready Mage Hand again, so that if the ball comes through the net, I'm gonna try to grab it while there's not like a bunch of stuff around it. You know, a bunch of.
Okay.
shields.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't believe we're gonna die like this.
We can move.
Who's dying?
We can move, yeah. Like we can
Why
walk
you-
away.
Why?
Well, so are we gonna try to cue
You're
ball
just
this
mad it doesn't have a
ball?
head you can carry around.
Well, I want the orb to fall out before I like start throwing some flames at it.
What's up? No, we should take like do you have arrows or we can
Yeah, I have
like,
arrows. I have a bunch of bolts.
Like someone should try to poke the ball out of it, and I'm gonna try to kill it.
What do you have?
I have a
You have a sword. right?
long sword, but I'm gonna be useless without
Right,
that.
okay, so then I'll take an arrow and I'll actually just shoot it right up like and just see if I can just push it out. Like right to the golden orb.
Oh, roll an attack.
7 plus. Oh no, 7.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Oh, this is my D8. Is this my D8?
Yes, the little diamond.
2 plus 2 plus 1. Oh, 1d8. I guess I don't have anything with my crossbow. But okay, yeah. So 2.
2.
To a piercing.
Okay. The arrow goes right inside the cube, but it's like firing into the water and just kind of veers off.
That's not gonna work then.
Do you have grappling hook?
We all should
Climbers
have
can.
a grappling hook.
Ken, I think you have an action before. Did you take an action yet? Oh,
I'm also
I'm
gonna
taking
move
it,
back
I'm taking it.
after.
yeah, you all have your movement too, so if you want to make a movement,
I mean, how far is the cube at this point? Halfway through the net?
it's halfway through the net.
And like, has the orb passed the net yet, or is the orb still on the other side of the net?
It's still on the other side right now.
Does it look like it's gonna get hit by the net?
Could go either way.
You guys made your moves.
I moved back. I took a shot and moved back.
Do you have anything going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the orb as soon as it comes through the net.
I'm gonna try to take my greatsword and like. I mean, is this thing wider than the greatsword?
The orb?
The
No,
glob.
the blob.
The cube itself,
cube.
it's like 10 feet by 10 feet.
10 feet by 10 feet. So it's
Seems big, yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to poke it out. All right, I'm just gonna like slash it with my sword and then go away. I just want to like experiment. I want to do an experimental hit.
Okay.
Nothing crazy, but
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Nine.
It hits.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Okay, 5 plus. What's this one again? Right there, the star there.
I'm not sure. 1d8 plus 3. I mean, stabbing. I'm not sure what the. Oh, wrath will strike. 1d6 plus 3. 1d8 plus 3. I have to look real quick.
So it'd
Do
be
we
5
know
plus
what
3.
caused it to recognize us? Like, was it because we're making noises or?
1d8 plus
You don't really know anything about this particular creature.
I rolled a 5, and the d8 would be.
Eight.
So it'd be 8.
8, so 8 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Wait,
What was the damage?
It was damage.
He was.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, so you swing your sword and you take a nice big chunk of gelatinous goo, like a big piece of clear jello just goes spraying across the wall. But that's about all it does. It doesn't seem necessarily slowed down or stopped by that.
Does it look like it grows back when it just lost?
It just kind of slops back together. It's not, I don't know if it's regenerating or not, but.
Does the stuff that I hit off of it, is it like, does it have a mind of its own? Or is
No,
it
no, it's just like splattered up against the wall.
And it doesn't look like there's a brain, like a jellyfish, like there's nothing that looks critical inside
No,
of
it's just clear with a bunch of crap,
It's a jellyfish. It sounds delicious.
with a bunch of dungeon crap inside it. Okay, so you two, if you want to take a movement
it. Yeah, I'll
before
move. I'm gonna move.
the cube comes coming at you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll move back like 15 feet, like outside of it. But I still want to have a line of sight of the,
Like maybe here.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the cube has difficult terrain going through there, so I'm going to take 5 feet off. 1, 2. So the cube pushes as it pushes through the net.
It does filter out all the larger pieces, and a bunch of like swords and shields and shit like that just collapses and clatters to the ground. But the gold orb and maybe like a few gold coins and some other like riffraff, some other crap is still inside the cube.
Okay, so I readied my action from last turn. Can I use that now? Because I was
Yes.
just waiting
Yes.
for. So I'm going to use Mage Hand again. Now that the orb is relatively free of obstruction, I'm going to make another grab for it.
Okay, make another dexterity check.
12 plus 5, 17.
Okay. The mage hand, you're going like straight into this time?
Yeah.
Okay. So the mage hand punches through and it grabs and it secures around the gold orb.
Okay.
And you're yanking it out.
Yeah.
So as you pull it out, it makes this like great sucking sound and it comes out, and you have pulled this golden orb out of the gelatinous cube.
Okay. Open the bag. Open the bag.
I opened the bag.
And drop the bag, the cube, the orb, into the bag.
Okay, you're slam dunking the cube into the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the cube moved, you took your action. Okay, it's your guy's turn again.
Okay.
What's our order? Did we roll initiative?
You didn't, but I
We
mean,
kind of just made moves.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you moving out of the way? Oh no, you moved over there, right?
Yeah.
And
I
you
just
can make
needed
sure.
to be able to see it when it came out.
if you guys want to roll initiative, you can. If you just want to keep going in whatever order. Use teamwork and cooperation, that's fine.
Gelatinous or
12.
gelatinous jello.
7 plus 2, 9.
12. Did you roll initiative?
Alright. 12.
Alright, so wait, what do we got?
12, 12, and 9.
9.
Okay. Colbus, why don't you go ahead and take the first round?
Okay. I just want to make sure. Kind of action to bonus action, right? So, damn it. Sorry. Okay, so I am going to move within striking distance, so 5 feet. I'm going to hit him with booming blade.
Okay.
So it's my with my rapier, 1d8 plus 3 or 1d8 plus. Oh no, actually. So 11.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, 11, and then 1d8 plus 3. So 8 points of, I think the rapier's piercing damage, I think. And then booming blade. So if he moves, it's I think 1d8.
Because it catches on fire. Is that it?
No, that's green fire blade or green flame blade. No, it's like a sonic boom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it takes damage if it tries to move.
It's psychic damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
It takes damage if it moves, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to disengage, so I can move away without creating an
Opportunity attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, an opportunity attack.
Cool. Arm.
I'm going to light my torch. I have my lamp oil, and I'm just gonna kind of go into its path and like sprinkle. I'm going to take actually have a set of fine clothes. I'm gonna grab those clothes and I'm gonna lay them on the footpath. And I'm gonna pour some lamp oil on them as the cube nears, and I'm gonna light it on fire to see if it seems phased by fire.
Go ahead and draw where you're gonna.
You could just throw fire on it to see if it phases it.
I'm about to throw some fire on.
Maybe like some clothes right here, and then I'm going to once I soak them in the
Those
oil,
are fine clothes too.
and
That's
it's
like
like coming up. I'm just gonna like
Light it up.
as it comes near.
As it comes near.
Yeah,
So you're gonna ready your
so the
action.
fire doesn't go out before the cube gets there.
Okay.
And it's just it's experimental. I just want to see if it's phased.
What are you setting it on fire with?
My torch.
Okay, so you're gonna have to run up to it.
Yeah. It gets some extension on it. Like 3 feet maybe on a torch.
Okay. Kiara's.
I'm gonna do Sacred Flame on it. You have to throw a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8.
Okay. And I have -4. This creature has -4, so that is 8.
So is that a
That would be a failure.
Oh.
Because it has to get above a 10, right? For saving throw?
right? Okay, so 1d8.
well, it depends on her spell save. It's her spell save DC, but it's going to be higher than that. I think it's going to be 10 to.
Oh, my spells, yeah, save DC is 12.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes the full damage.
3.
Okay. So you shoot a shard of flame at it, and it takes another big corner of the gelatinous cube, kind of peels back like another chunk of jello, and flies up against the wall. And then the gelatinous cube comes forward. 1, 2.
So you're gonna have to come up here
And
to
light
light
it.
it on fire.
All right. So go ahead and make a survival check. You're lighting a fire.
13 plus 14. It's 14.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d6 for damage.
It's just regular dice, like a regular, like a Yahtzee,
cube.
like a Yahtzee die.
Oh, the cube, of
Yeah.
course.
I'm
5.
playing with the Yahtzee dice. Like,
Okay, so fire engulfs the front end of the gelatinous cube, and it actually starts like melting it a little bit, so it starts being like drip, 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 drip. But at the same time, the gelatinous cube reaches out towards you with a pseudopod. It has like a little appendage that comes up out of the cube, coming out to grab you. And it is 17.
I have 21 armor, so that's
Misses.
Okay, it misses. You're able to dodge away
And that's why you're wearing plate mail
yeah.
and not scale.
before the pseudopod gets you.
But Lord Or is very excited. The minute he sees the cube melting, he just smiles like, I got you.
Okay, so the cube has taken its turn, and now we're back to coldness.
Did the cube take its 1d8 psychic damage from moving?
Oh no, thanks for reminding me.
I think it's 1d8.
Okay, gotcha.
Push screen off too.
Jeez, technical difficulties. All right, Mr. Colbus.
Okay. All right.
Did you roll that 1d8?
Oh, no. So it's 4 damage from the, unless you already rolled it, but 4 damage from
Oh, the psychic damage?
the, yeah.
Okay, I put down 8.
Okay.
But it's 4 you're saying?
That's what I rolled is 4. It's 1d8.
Oh, okay.
Where are those at?
All right, but so what are you doing this turn? You making an attack or are you running away?
Now,
And actually, it's going to be hard for Colbus to attack because you can't see shit.
But the flames are going.
yeah, it's on fire.
Yeah, you're right. There's a fire. Yeah,
Romeo and Juliet.
you can definitely see it.
Okay, so I don't know. So I'm going to just do a standard attack. I'm not sure if sneak attack works against this, but I get an automatic. I get an automatic sneak attack because one of my allies is within 5 feet of it. Yeah, so I'm going to basically move through R's legs and take a stab at the. I don't have any fire, do I? Actually, I take that back. From where I'm at, I'm going to take my oil and open it up and use Mage Hand to push it inside the gelatinous cube.
Well, it's like a flask of oil.
Yeah, just flask oil.
Okay.
Very interesting.
I'm gonna open it up and then use Mage Hand to like run it in as deep as I can.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Oh, nice. 1, so I get to reroll. Oh shit. 3. 8.
8.
Yeah.
You're able to kind of like just stick the flask in the side of the cube, like, and it's
Okay.
just kind of like a lawn dart, like in the side of the cube.
Okay.
You taking a movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move to there.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to use Searing Strike with my longsword, so that'll be, that's the 1d8 plus 1d6.
Aim for my oil.
And I'm going to aim for the oil.
Okay, make your attack.
19 plus 5,
Definitely
24.
hits.
And And then it's going to be the 1d8 plus 1d6.
This is the flaming sword, right?
Yes, the flaming sword.
Cool,
Where'd the square
cool.
dice go? Did you have the square dice?
Want the square dice?
That's not good. That's a 2. Oh, plus 3. So 5 plus 1d6. So we got 5 plus. Alright.
And then it's 1d6 the fire.
8.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's telling 3 fire though.
3 fire, yes.
Give me a total.
8 with
8?
3 fire. In the 8.
So that would be 11.
No, 8.
It's 8. It's 8.
Okay, 8. All right. So you swing your flaming sword, it comes down, you catch the flask of oil, which bursts in the flames, starts melting more and more pieces of gelatinous goo off the side for another 8 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay. Are you moving anywhere?
And then I'm just going to turn around and kind of fall back around the corner so that I can kind of see the cube, but I'm also,
Okay.
part of my body's high cover.
You open up to an attack option if you do that.
I did it backwards. I never turned away. I did it like back, and then when I was far enough away, I turned and made that turn.
Stop. Stop. No.
I had my sword out. I was
Stay.
Your AC is 21?
My AC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It reaches out with 2 pseudopods coming towards you. And you're like, oh! And you backstep and get away from it before it does any acid damage.
That sounded real brave. R. Make that sound again, R.
Kiaris.
I'm going to do Burning Hands,
Okay.
which you still have to make another dexterity saving throw.
10.
Okay. So then you take 3d6
Damn.
of fire damage.
Okay.
2, 7, 12.
Okay, so you come up to the gelatinous cube, and you actually have to put your hands on it, don't you?
So it's 15-foot cone. So it becomes a.
So you're firing it from your
Yeah.
hands rather than placing your hands on it. Okay, gotcha. Because I think like shocking grasp or something like that, like you actually have to grab it.
Yeah, I said shopping.
Okay, so you cast these flames from your hands, and now it's like melting off, like the whole, like shearing off, like 3/4 of the cube is just like melting away into this like goo, this puddly goo at your feet.
I'm going to move back.
And now so that's gonna trigger or no, it's 15 feet, yeah, so
Yeah.
it doesn't trigger a attack. Okay.
She's over there.
Well,
I'm fine.
You wanna be like here?
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry, I just tripped. Nobody. I'm fine. Stop.
Okay, so I don't get to now. I'm gonna be able to make another pseudopod attack against you, and it's still not high enough to hit Lord R. Okay.
Good thing you're in front.
Awesome.
So we are back to Colbus.
So yeah. So I'm just gonna take a stab at it with my rapier then, and then I get an automatic sneak because it's within 5 feet of it. I don't know how
You know what I totally forgot to do, guys?
I.
I forgot to get the record button.
No.
Yeah, but it's all recorded on YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
So we can download it off of there.
Nice.
I should have recorded it on our hard drive.
So let's see how.
That's why I was telling Dave beforehand I need to make a checklist.
17 plus 5 is 22.
That was your attack roll?
Uh-huh.
Okay, it definitely hits.
And then the rapier is 1d8 plus 3, so 7. And then the sneak attack damage is 2d6. Booyah! 12. Well, I don't know if that does any damage.
12 total?
12 total on the sneak attack damage plus the 1d8 plus 3, which was, what did I say? 6 or 7?
6? I think so, 6.
Okay, so yeah, the 1d8 plus 3 was 6, plus another 12, so a total of 18.
Okay, I got you. All right, so Colbus, you get up there and you're just picking away at it with your rapier, and you're just flinging like little boogers off it left and right, just splattering against the ceiling, up against the walls. You're just kind of filleting this thing.
Kiaris, look at me!
Very
See this,
nice.
Kiaris?
Very
And
nice.
then I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage after my attack.
Okay.
And move back 15 feet.
So you would have been here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Gotcha. R.
I do flaming or searing strike again.
Wait, first off, he has to roll Constitution, right? On Searing Striker, it's still on fire, I think.
To see if it's still on fire.
Yeah.
I think the fire is out by now. I mean,
But for Searing Strike,
oh, from his blade.
every turn that I think is a Constitution save, but every turn, I'll tell you real quick. Sorry.
So it rolled a 17 on that. Meanwhile,
Searing Strike. The next time you hit a creature, so it's a bonus action with melee weapon attack during the spell's duration. Your weapon fires with white hot intensity and attack deals an extra 1d6 to the target. Causes the target to ignite in flames at the start of each of its turns. So not yours, but its turns until the spell ends. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
all right, it rolled a 17 on this go.
So yeah, I mean, because your spell save DC is what? I mean, it's probably 12 or 13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the flames go out, but R, it is still your turn, right?
Awesome. I'm gonna do searing strike again.
Okay.
So 12 with the attack.
12 hits?
No, 12 for the d20 roll.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
hits.
12 hits.
12 hits, okay. And then I'm gonna do d8. So you get 5 plus 10.
Okay, so you're just hacking away at this thing, just shearing like a whole corner off of it, and this gelatinous cube is starting to look more like a gelatinous triangle because you're just like, it's starting to look like a traffic cone because you're carving off so many pieces and burned off so many pieces of it. Kiaris, what, are you going to use your movement at all?
I'm gonna step back at sort of point.
So
Defensive, you know.
Take one step back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just to get some space.
So that triggers another opportunity attack. And I rolled a 6. Doesn't count. The pseudo,
At this point, I'm just gonna turn my back and slowly stroll off.
the pseudopods don't come close to get you. Sorry, Kiaris.
Okay. I'm going to take my crossbow and fire at it.
Okay, go ahead.
10 plus 2, 12.
It hits.
And 1. That was sad.
Okay, the arrow goes into the cube and it sticks inside the gelatinous cone. Okay, now it's the gelatinous cone's turn.
I'm going to take 2 steps back, too.
Like 2 squares back?
Yeah, 2 squares.
1, 2. All right, the cube 1, and it's going to attempt to engulf Lord R. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. Jesus, that was out of the thing. 17. 17. Cool.
That's it.
17.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cube is coming to invade your space, but you're able to push away from it rather than being engulfed. You're able to push off of it. So it went what, 1, 2, 3. So it pushes you. You get propelled backwards and pushed into Colbus.
This little triangle.
Luckily, Colbus barely exists in space and time. So.
And so its action, I think, was to attempt to engulf you. So we are back to Colbus.
So I'm going to hit it with booming blade. Is that yours? 16 plus 5.
It hits.
21. So it's 1d8 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 2d6 for it being there. 3. So that's 9. And then I'm gonna use, and then booming blade. So if it moves next round, if it moves, then it takes more damage. 1d8. I think. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage 15 feet.
Alright, so Colbus, as you come at it with booming blade, you just splatter the gelatinous triangle, and it just like goo goes flying in every direction, and you're kind of left with a puddle of jello at your feet, and it doesn't appear to be mobile anymore.
Okay.
Great job, guys.
I killed the cube.
Is there any gold in the cube around my feet?
You want to go like ruffling through the goo?
I mean, like, as long as it doesn't burn or anything like that.
It is. You might take some acidic damage if you go get putting your hands in it, unless you have gloves or something.
I have gloves. I'm a thief.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just put on my leather gloves, try to keep my metal away from it, and dig through it. And I'm just gonna trail back to where I want to look through all this stuff, but I'm gonna try and pick up any errant little pieces of gold on my way.
Okay.
there.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
1. Let me roll that again. 12 plus investigation 0. 12.
12.
Yes.
Okay. So you pick up 5 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, fishing them out of the goo.
Can I take my arrows back? My bolts.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be busted up, but you're going to probably want to clean them off because again, it deals acid damage. The creature appears to be killed, so I'm not going to make it do additional damage to you guys. But yeah, who wants to shoot arrows with goo on them anyway?
I want to shoot it into something if that acid can start killing things.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
I'll go.
That's thinking ahead. Thinking ahead.
Yeah, so once I get to that big pile, I'm gonna look for anything that might seem valuable, doesn't seem corroded.
The pile of shit on the
yeah.
other side of the net.
Yeah.
Some of the swords and shields appear rather mundane. A few of them look like they were of Elven origins. They're all rusted and battered and beaten up, but these ones they're different. They're unique by comparison to the
But everything there is rusted. It's touched by rust.
It's pretty chewed up.
Okay. I don't think I have any kind of detect magic right now, so yeah, I'll just collect up a couple of the pieces that catch my eye.
A couple of the examples of Elven engineering.
Sure.
Engineering.
Okay. Cool.
Lord R is not interested in any of this stuff.
Any of this mundane crap.
Yeah, he's just kind of waiting to win an extra. Maybe there's something to kill there. Oh, but you know what? Lord R is gonna go back and collect the net and the pitons.
Oh yeah, good thing.
Okay.
The net serve as well.
So you police up the net.
So, I'm telling you, the left, it feels good.
Can we see what's behind us?
This way?
Yeah.
It looks like it empties out into a small room.
I mean, we have the orb,
Do we need to play anymore?
but there could be something else good here.
It's good.
Do we know it's the right orb? I guess we should pull it out.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna open my bag and hold out this orb.
Okay. The orb does in fact appear to look damn like the scale model that you guys stole from Rosa Ducio's mansion.
Is there anything on it?
There's some sort of like writing around the circumference of the orb, but you don't really know what the hell it is or what it says.
Well, I think we should take a rest. I think we should take a break.
Sure. You want to take a short break?
You could take a
Well,
shot.
yeah. I mean, like none of us got hurt either. Well, I used some of my stuff, but other than that.
I'm gonna, if we take a break, I'm gonna try and, does it take an hour or 4 hours? I'm gonna try and bond with the orb.
To take a short rest.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to bond with the orb. I can't remember how long it takes to bond with a magic item now, if it's a short rest or 1 hour or what.
What do you mean by bond? You mean like try to attune to it?
Attune to it, yeah. That's right, attune to it.
Okay, so you guys want to make a short rest?
Sure. During the rest, I'm going to start with all the plants I've gotten. I'm going to start playing around and making it into stuff.
Okay, and how long do you guys want to try to rest?
You guys wanna do 4 hours?
I'm fine with 4.
Yeah.
All right, guys, make a.
What do you need for Singing Strike? Do you need a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest. Okay.
Okay, why don't you guys go make a perception check?
Perception check.
15.
11.
Yeah,
19.
13.
Okay, so you guys are kicked back, sitting down, getting some rest, when something begins to catch your eye down this way. It seems like there's a light coming through the corridor. And then it comes back again. And then you see another light. It seems to be passing somewhere in this way.
What the hell is that?
A light.
Do you already want a sandwich?
Oh shit.
Does it seem like it's passing in like a mechanical fashion or like a loose formation, like a patrol? Like a...
Oh shit, what am I doing? You find out quite quickly as a series of flaming skulls come flying towards you from both directions. They pass through both corridors in both directions coming towards you.
Flaming skulls.
I'm gonna hide behind R.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Ooh.
19. That's the second time you rolled.
22.
19.
You two roll 19s?
Yeah.
Okay. Kianos and R and okay, Colbus, you're up first.
So I am going to use, I think my bonus action. Or hide action. So I'm going to use my bonus action to hide. And then I'm going to hold. I'm going to stand in like in R's like legs, you know, like. But I'm using. But I like a racial ability is to be able to hide behind somebody who is one size larger than me.
Okay.
So I'm basically using my bonus action to hide, and I'm holding my action to sneak attack anybody that comes within range.
Okay. Gotcha. Kiaris.
During that time of us resting, I made with the plants, with Barisk. So it's thorny in nature, thorny paste. I have 2 of them, so I'm going to toss it to them, to each one of them. So it'll add 4 piercing damage on the next attack that they make.
Okay.
So I'm going to toss that.
I'll let you do it. That's going to be like a survival check next time, but or a
Okay.
nature check. But it's okay. Go ahead and do it
Just hand it to them.
if that's what you want to do.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'm going to shift a little bit closer to R. But keeping my, but facing the other ones. Yeah.
You're gonna just toss. Okay. You're
Yeah,
gonna take
so
an action.
is that my, okay.
That could be a bonus action or toss something to someone.
Right, okay. And then I'll just take, I'm gonna take my bolts and try to shoot it, the one with acid, and try to shoot it at one of them.
You have a bowl full of acid.
The one with the goop that was sitting on there, remember I picked up one of my bolts, the old ones with the goop on it?
Oh yes. Okay. Go ahead and fire it.
16.
Hits.
And then 3.
And what you're just gonna fire it at the lead skull.
Yeah.
All right. So you hit it. It hits the bounces right off the side of the skull. Bounces off the skull itself. Bounces off the wall and kind of like looks disoriented for a moment. How much was it? 3.
3.
R.
Nothing's within range yet. Right?
Huh?
I'm gonna put thing within range. With my sword.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold.
You're gonna hold your action,
Yeah.
like an attack. I take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold for attack.
Okay.
So the minute something comes within range.
Cool. Okay, and that brings us to the skulls. The skulls swoop in on you guys, and they just start circling around you, laughing maniacally. And they're all going to try to attack.
I think we get our actions now, though.
Yes, you do.
So,
Go ahead.
yeah. So I'm gonna the sneak attack this one. Right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with booming blade.
Go for it.
5 plus, is it 5 or 7? 10.
Hits.
10, 1d8 plus 3. 4 points of damage, plus 2d6. Is he within 5 feet of an ally? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's 8. What I say first? 4 plus 8, so that's 12. And then also booming blade, so if he willfully moves next round, he takes.
So.
Well, there's also the 4 that I gave with the Barris.
Oh, that's right.
That
That's
goes
right.
Oh, it adds 4 to his attack?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. So Dave comes up with your rapier,
Mm-hmm.
and you just get it right into the skull, and it just shatters, and just flames just kind of flicker out all around you as this one it's just incinerated.
Ha ha! Feel the rapier of equivocation.
Ari, you were holding your action also.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Searing Strike, but can I also implement Commanding Presence simultaneously? Is that safe?
That would be 2 actions, I think.
Yeah, and I think commanding present. I think it's not good against undead, but I'm not 100%
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's true. Searing Strike actually.
I could be wrong.
I'm just gonna do just a regular long sword hit to the closest skull to my right there.
Okay.
With the long sword and then the +4 pierce. So let's see. I got 10.
Hits.
And then D8 +3. Let's see here. 8. Yeah, 8. And then the +4 pierce. So 12.
Okay. So you swing your broadsword and you just smash right through it, and again, just like flames just burst out in every direction, and it flickers out. So now the skulls attack. One's going to attack Mr. Coldus here. 14.
Mish.
Okay. Number 2 is going to come in and attack Kiaris. 8.
Miss.
Okay. This one's going to come in. These 2 are both going to come in and attack R. 10. Misses. 17.
Misses.
So they all miss, and now we're back to Coldus.
So I'm going to attack the one Kiaris is attacking right there. Or, yeah, that one.
Okay.
I'm not going to use Booming Blade. I'm just going to attack. I don't think he's going to move. I mean, shit. I'll use Booming Blade. There's no reason not to. So 18 plus 5 is 23.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Okay. 1d8 plus 3 is 8. And then 2d6 is 6, so 14 total.
Okay. So you slam your sword into this one, and it just whoosh goes out, and a flicker of flame goes up and hits the ceiling.
I'm going to use my bonus action to hide again.
Okay. Kiaris.
I'm gonna turn around to the one that's behind me, and I'm gonna use my mace to hit it.
Okay.
12 plus,
Hits.
and then 2.
2 damage.
Oh, plus 3, 5.
5. Okay. So you.
Oh wait, but if it's in with 5 feet, I get a 1d6 plus 1. Right? Is that what it means? With the range, or is that the one I have to do?
No, your range is only 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
So the damage for the mace is 1d6 plus 1.
Okay, wait. Let me take that back then. Not the 2. It's 4 plus 1, 5.
Okay. So you whack it in the side of the skull with your hammer, and it's like blah, 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 blah. As much as a skull can do that. It can waggle its jaw,
Yeah.
but it's still alive. Your R.
I'm gonna do again long sword strike on the one in front of me.
Okay.
That's 5, 9.
You miss.
Miss.
Okay. So now we're back to our flaming skulls. One of them's going to try to hit you, R. Definitely misses. Other one's going to try to hit Kiaris. 20.
Hit.
6 points of fire damage, Kiaris. And then the last one is going to try to attack Coldus. Although you're hiding, does that give you disadvantage?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if like he knows I'm there but can't quite see me like through R's legs or whatever, then yeah, I suppose disadvantage.
20, but you have 13, so
13 misses.
Misses. Okay, back to Coldus.
So, which one hit Kiaris? That one right in front of her?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. Kiaris, no! Stab.
So you're gonna move into her space
Yeah.
and attack that skull.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
20.
Nice.
So, what is it? It's going to be 2d8 and 46.
Jeez.
Can I have one of your d8, Chris?
Yeah.
Thanks. And then it's going to be plus 3 at the end. 12.
Okay, it's dead.
Okay. Plus 3.
And another flaming skull blinks out.
Good looking out.
Kiaris.
Okay, so then I'll.
I am the
try-
halfling of retribution.
So then I'll do the one that's behind him. I'm doing a lot of movements.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'll sacred flame him.
Okay.
So you have to do a dexterity saving throw.
6.
That's a fail. 2. Damn it.
Doesn't do Margaret's undead.
Oh wait. Nope, doesn't say anything about
Huh.
'2
it.
points of damage. Gotcha. R.
And they're,
Do
they might not be.
longsword to the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Got this small in front of me there.
Elementals.
14, 19.
They're also not
Hits.
real.
And then I have the D6. Or maybe the D8.
Oh, did I take that from you? Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
No worries. So
Nothing.
3 plus 3, so 6. And does the 4 pierce still work?
It was just that one
Just
attack.
the one time, so it's 6.
Alright, so you slash the jaw off of this thing and it falls to the ground and it goes up in cinders, while the rest of the skull is still kind of like discombobulated, floating around, but you fucked it up pretty good. Okay, back to the skulls. The 2 remaining. One of them is going to attack you, R. 10, definitely missed. Another one's coming at Kiaris, and that one didn't want to do that again. 19.
Hit.
5 points of fire damage. Okay. Hold this.
Karis, no! We're gonna go for that one again. 20.
Nice.
So again, it's gonna be 2d8 plus 46.
So I think statistically it's like impossible for it to not die.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes! Oh, full house! Full house!
Another one dies. Another one bites the dust.
Kiaris, did you see that?
Thank you. Thank you for
And
your
now
help.
there's just this one jawless flaming skull just kind of like doesn't even know what the fuck it is anymore. And Kiaris, it's your turn.
Oh, then I'm just gonna hit it with my mace.
Okay, you hit it and it dies.
Okay.
It had 1 point left.
I'm gonna do a quick search of them, see if, I don't know if they have like...
There's actually like nothing left after they die. They like burned into like a cinder.
Okay.
It's like ash.
Cheap. How far into our rest did we get? And I'm not sure we
Like-
restarted.
Like not even an hour.
You guys want to try it again?
Yeah, I could use some rest.
I'm gonna try another short rest, and I'm gonna try and attune with the glow.
Okay. Why don't you guys go ahead and make another perception check?
Jesus Christ.
8.
7.
11.
Oh no. Yeah, 8.
8.
8.
Okay.
11.
You guys are sitting there resting, getting some sleep. R rolls over at one point in the night, and with his dark vision, he can just barely see another gelatinous cube sucking up the cinders of these flaming skulls that you guys killed.
This is what happens when we go.
I'd say you guys got 3 hours of sleep.
Plus the 1.
So that would
I don't think you get it unless you get it,
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
it's undisturbed.
Oh wait, but I have.
I don't want to deal with this. You guys want to just want to leave?
Yeah, let's just run.
That way, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take off.
Okay. I'm not going to, we'll actually take a break, but I'm just gonna go ahead and move it over here. So, and I'm also not gonna bullshit you guys. So this chamber was set up, you may have faced other creatures here, but you already defeated them, so I'm just gonna move you forward. Unless you guys wanna scope this place out, but for the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna tell you, there's really nothing here.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay, so you go through and you find yourselves in this chamber, and we'll take a break here, okay?
Awesome. I feel like I should have got a sandwich. Oh my god, that hurts a lot. Alright. Oh, here it is.
All good. We got food here?
No, I'm gonna go get a sandwich.
Okay, guys, welcome back. You find yourselves in a throne room. There are 6 pillars down on either side. The first one on your right-hand side is broken off in half. There are torches on the walls illuminating this chamber, and at the far end, where there is some sort of throne, the torches emit a sort of a ghostly green glow. They're not normal torches. At the far end, sitting on the throne, is a skeleton wearing some form of armor and some kind of crown on its head. That's all you can see from the other side of the chamber.
Does the skeleton look active, or does it look like it's lying in wait to become active as soon as we get close to it?
That's a loaded question. If ever. No, it appears to be a skeleton that's intact but covered in dust. It doesn't look like it's moved in some time.
Okay.
Did there appear to be any other entrances or exits like hidden into the room, or is it just the main one?
Make perception check.
8, 9.
No, there don't appear to be any false walls or anything like that.
Does there appear to be any footprints, dusty footprints on the floor, or any disturbances, recent disturbances?
No, the floor is pretty clean because the dungeon has a built-in vacuum cleaner system in the form of gelatinous cubes. So it's kept fairly clean. Up on the dais, you can see some skulls and things like that where the gelatinous cube hasn't gotten to, but
That's a carpet or river?
it's our water. It's an old carpet.
I'm going to hide, or I'm going to move stealthily down the left side of the columns. Yes.
All the way, or just?
Yeah, I'm going to make my way as far as I can, but I make my way, and I tell you guys, I'm gonna make my way to the throne.
Jesus.
Okay, so you're like at the last column.
However far do you let me make it
I mean, if they want to,
before you want me to roll
yeah,
something?
if they want to wait,
Yeah, we'll just,
or you got, I mean, because you guys have movement too
right.
in your turns.
Well, I'm just gonna move behind this
Okay.
column, just hang out right there. Or do you want?
Get out of the fatal funnel
I'm
lines.
gonna hang out on the side there of the main entrance.
Here? Or
Yeah, right there. I got my sword, so if I hear something coming down the hall, I'm just gonna do like
Draw
a gut
fire.
check.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And Colbus, you're gonna walk up to the throne.
Hmm?
You're gonna walk up to the throne.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you approach the throne, you can see the skull kind of tilt a little bit, and you're,
I knew it. God damn it.
but it's not standing out. Or
Alright. So from here, I'm going to look around the throne, look at the day, like look at the fires. Like, I just want to look for anything that looks unusual, out of place, anything interesting, anything shiny.
all right. As you're looking around, the only thing that really catches your interest is the armor and sword that this king or whoever it was has. It appears to be dwarven, elven in origin. It's very intricately carved with all these fancy designs on it. And as you look around the dais, the skeleton appears to roll its head and look over at you, and it says, "You should leave this place."
I agree. Guys, we should leave.
Sounds good to me.
Well, shouldn't we take the sword and everything?
Yes. Get it, Lord R.
Toss the net on it.
I'm just gonna stroll over to the skeleton.
Okay.
Is it trying to talk to me?
Let's fuck it.
As you approach it, it looks up at you and says, "You should leave this land."
What can you tell me about this land?
It takes its time. The skull is wavering back and forth on this remains. And it's, the land is cursed. We came here for power.
Did you find any?
Yes.
How did you find it?
And at this point, the skeleton sags forward and is still.
Wait. Can you tell me about the orb? Don't go. Can you tell me about the orb? Hello?
There's no reply.
Damn it. I should have asked him about the orb sooner.
Well, I'm gonna take his sword and anything on it looks valuable. But before I do that, while he's just like kind of past, I feel bad. It seemed like a nice skeleton. But before I grab anything, I'm just gonna grab the head and rip it off,
Such a nice skeleton. Let's rip off his head.
just to be safe.
Yeah.
The skull pops right off. And you want to grab the sword?
Open up your bag of holding. Yeah, we're gonna put the skull in the bag, and we're gonna bring the sword and any fancy armor it's wearing, put it in the bag.
Okay. So yeah, it is an elven sword and armor. It's kind of old, dusty, in disrepair, but it's not all scuffed up like the other craft that you've had so far.
Yeah.
But it could probably potentially be restored.
Does it look magical? The sword?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's definitely made by some master craftsman,
Yeah.
but by a real artisan. But whether or not it's magical is hard to tell.
Okay. Does it seem like the skeleton's important? Like, was it important, or just kind of like happened to die in the throne? Or it's rough?
No, I mean the armor and everything on it would imply that this person in life had some measure of importance.
And in that case, I'm going to like take the legs and arms off, and I'm gonna just start stuffing the skeleton in the bag.
So you're putting all the remains inside.
Well,
We're taking the whole bag.
he's going like one flew over here. I'm gonna like search the throne room. I'm gonna search for valuables, hidden compartments, things like that.
What you find, Colbus, is actually what was at one time a secret chamber in the floor that had been previously opened somehow. And it's not a large chamber in this false bottom, the floor, but it may have contained at one time the gold orb that was sucked up into the gelatinous cube.
Does it look like there's a space for the orb, or does it just look like a hidden chamber where the orb might have been?
It's a hidden chamber. It may have been there. It's hard to say. I mean, well, there's no way to know for certain. That's what I can say.
All right, just out of curiosity, then, real quick. I'm gonna pull out the orb and walk through the chamber.
Okay.
So here's your orb. No, I'm pulling it out of my bag so you can take your orb.
Oh, yeah, right.
It doesn't do anything. Doesn't change anything. No.
Okay.
Particular.
All right.
Although, when you were taking your short rest and you tried to attune with it, it kind of gave you a headache when you tried to do that.
All right. Well, what do you guys want to do? Because so we've probably got to fight the Jello that was following us.
Well, hopefully it went back out. Like, if it makes this pattern, it'll go back away.
Well, I get an idea.
You mean we lost aggro?
No, I have an idea. So is there anything else valuable that looks around the throne? Any hidden things, or?
It appears that you got whatever was valuable, and then
Nothing else in the room looks of interest.
Well, other than the ghostly torches, which seem to.
Can I get those off the wall?
I mean, they can pull off the wall, sure.
Are they still ghostly when I pull them off the wall?
Yeah, they burn with green light.
I'm gonna
We should each take.
try and turn it off. Say
Yeah.
off. Out.
Nothing happens.
Quiet.
Nothing. Alright.
Can I dim them with my thaumaturgy?
Did you what?
With my thaumaturgy cantrip, where I can make flames flicker and brighten or dim.
Go ahead and try.
Well, no, it's just a cantrip, so I don't roll anything. It's just
Okay.
you cast the spell, whatever.
And you're trying to dim it or turn it off?
I want to see if I can, yeah,
Okay.
or if I can dim it down really low to like
You
an
cast it on the torch, and it does get snuffed out for a moment, and then puffs right back on.
Interesting.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to turn one off or unlight one. Extinguish one. Extinguish a flame. I'll use prestidigitation.
Okay. You cast the spell, and you get the same result. That it snuffs the torch out, and it is out for like a second, and then it poof, comes right back.
Is it hot?
Yes, it is. But the torches are metal with like some sort of viscous fluid you can feel sloshing around inside.
I
Interesting.
think we should keep the torches.
Is there any kind of like dial or button or anything like that near the top of it?
No, there doesn't appear to be like any moving parts or anything.
I say we grab a couple torches. You know, obviously for us to keep, but also if it does stay lit, no matter what we do to it, and if we do run into that cube again,
Start throwing
we'll
it.
throw it inside. But I think that we should come up on the steps here, bring a couple torches with us, and then take a rest.
Okay.
I could use a rest.
But we're gonna, you know, stockpile a couple of these torches up there with us and just set them against the wall.
Okay, so where are you guys moving to?
Let's do a long rest. Up on the days.
Here, and then we have, you know, the torches with us.
Okay.
Lord R's gonna sit in the throne, actually.
Okay, guys, go ahead and are you gonna take watch, or how are you guys gonna play this out?
I mean, I need to rest for since I'm hurt-ish.
Lord R's not tired.
Do you want to take the first shift?
I'll just hang out.
Cast Searing Blade a couple times.
I'll just hang out. This body, the skeleton is
I'm already
on the
asleep.
back, but I'm gonna grab the head, and I'm just gonna be sitting in the throne
With your head?
with the head, my pet head now.
So Shakespearean.
So, what are you guys going to sleep, or are you taking watch, or?
We're going to sleep. I'm just gonna stay up.
Lord R has watch.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a perception roll while you're in your existential malaise.
9.
Okay.
That should be 10.
So about halfway through your time on guard,
Your friend, Mr. Cube, comes shifting in slowly, and doesn't necessarily seem interested in you. He's just kind of like moving.
He's cleaning.
Moving. Yeah, he's slowly cleaning the dungeon floor.
I feel bad
That's
this whole
our
time.
cue.
Well, this whole time, here we were attacking this thing, and it's just the hell.
He was just trying to clean it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wake you guys up and say, all right, guys, start getting your shit together. We're gonna be leaving soon.
I'm just gonna climb up to someplace wherever there's the dirt and dust has not been cleared.
Well, it can't go in the steps
think-
because the skulls are still there. Seems like it never goes up there, right? Because of the skulls.
Right?
it appears, yeah, that up on the dais it's much more dusty, and like the king or whoever that guy was up there was covered in dust, and there's those skulls in the corner. So it seems that they don't, if they either don't go up there or they don't get up there very often.
Yeah. I say that we just hang out
and see what he does.
I'm gonna go back to sleep. You guys let me know if anything changes.
Just make sure your stuff's packed.
It's packed.
We're ready.
Always packed.
I'm gonna put the skull back in that bag of carry or bag of handling.
Okay, so you're still standing guard?
Yeah, no, I'm just hanging out. I'm just waiting until the cube comes closer.
He's coming closer and closer, and he goes this way, and then he comes up over this way, and he's moving like this, and pulling one of these numbers, you know, and cleaning up the floor.
Meanwhile, Kiaris and Colbus manage to fall asleep, but you guys are just like haunted by nightmares the entire time. You wake up several times and go back to sleep.
Like personal nightmares, or like, you know, like stuff that would actually be nightmares for us, or like just like weird shit that we've never experienced before.
You actually don't remember, but
Okay.
it's just something terrorizing you in the night.
Okay. I mean, we still get our long rest without sleeping. Like, we can just chill out. You guys want to hang for the full rest?
I was thinking that we would wait till the cube came in, and then when it was in here, we would sprint out so we'd have to fight it again. I mean, the cubes are
Right.
easy, but they take a while.
I was thinking that maybe we follow the cube back and see where they deposit everything if they do, because we might find some really tasty treats.
We could follow the cube. We could follow the cube, I guess. We'll stay a good distance
Yeah,
back.
it's like a pretty good distance back from it.
But we'll all have our torches.
Okay, so you guys complete your rest. You wake up and you're gonna want to follow the cube.
No.
Okay.
That was a good 8 hours.
You follow the cube through this chamber,
Okay.
back into this chamber,
Uh-huh.
and then this guy wants to go north.
Uh-huh.
From your point of view, you want to follow him up.
Uh-huh. I told you the left was good.
Alright, you come up, and he's pulling the same, he's doing the same thing, moving in his like grid-like pattern. There's another dais inside this room.
You guys want to have a look around?
Uh-huh.
Does the dais look dusty? Like it doesn't go up there?
There's some shit laying around. When you walk up to it, like fragments of papers.
So let's go hang out on top of the dais so the cube can't get us.
Okay.
Check for traps on the way to the dais.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
On the dais. On the dais. On the dais. On the dais. 16 plus 3, 19.
Okay, you don't find any traps, but what you guys find scattered around this room is paper fragments, like pages, parchment. It appears it's written in Elvish.
I read Elvish.
When you read you try to read these fragments, it is archaic but legible. But actually, no, this would be pretty legible to you because
We're archaic.
you're archaic, right?
Yeah.
And this these ruins are approximately 100 years old.
So are we.
So I know.
And it appears that these are some sort of chronicles of the colonization of Hispellum.
So are the parchments, are a lot of them whole and they're just like unbound?
They're just like fragments of loose papers.
We can collect up as many as we can.
Yeah, put them in the bag.
Okay.
Put everything in the bag.
I will, and remind me if I forget, I will write or give to you a abridged history of Hispellum,
Okay.
which you're able, once you have time to sit down and study these, assuming you're not killed in the next 5 minutes, you will be able to understand a basic history of these ruins and how, or if not the ruins of the colony and how it was attempted to be
The
established.
real question though is what happened to Hispellum, huh? Am I right? Am I right, Hispellum?
Oh gosh.
That's horrible.
Dad joke.
I blame the beer.
That's why we can't have nice things, Dave.
So there's nothing else aside from the parchments in this room, it seems?
Why don't you guys go ahead and make it another perception roll?
20. 4.
19,
Ooh,
20.
natural 20.
Okay.
17.
Kiara's,
20.
what you see up, it's actually up on the ceiling.
So I'm gonna put it up on top of this, is this creature.
Crawling around on the ceiling.
Oh, hell no.
Let's see.
And it looks, it's hard to tell, but it appears to have noticed the three of you walk in.
Let's try to feed it to the cube.
Okay.
It's like it's Afghanistan all over. What happens when we put a spider up against a scorpion, a centipede?
I mean, if we can get it down, if it comes down at us.
No, you shoot it. We'll shoot it with the bow. We'll shoot it with the bow, and then I have fishing gear.
Oh yeah.
We'll frig something up.
You have.
But if it's not bothering us,
The cube's moving around, and this guy starts crawling across the ceiling towards you.
On the ceiling, can we get it down? Can you shoot it with something?
we could shoot it. Like I do have a crossbow and stuff.
Does it look like it? Does it have little feet, a weak spot? How is it?
It's like a giant grub. Giant kind of like centipede legs.
It's gross.
Let's go check out another room.
Yeah, I don't see anything valuable in here.
Yeah, and like if we don't have to interact with it.
I really do want to watch the cube eat it.
It's fucking Lord of the Flies shit.
I know.
That he has going on. Okay. Back down into the other chamber.
No, it's like I said, it's like all the guys who would always find like the scorpion spiders in Iraq and Afghanistan, and find a centipede. Or
Yeah.
Scorpions, like, oh, let's make them fight each other.
Camel spiders.
Yeah, camel spiders. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, yeah.
Did we go this way?
We have not yet.
Do we want to go this way?
Let's do.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna push them to go first.
Oh, this is a big room.
So you guys are actually, the way you come into the chamber is over there.
Okay.
And this is looks like the architecture is a little bit different. Maybe it's more recent than the previous chambers. But yeah, okay. So you guys move into the entrance, and you can see that there's some sort of tomb here. And moving around in the tomb, which is like
Gimping around are a bunch of zombies.
Yeah.
This game.
Are these like Dawn of the Dead zombies or like?
are they running zombies or are they shuffling
Are
zombies?
they shuffling or?
All right. Well, if you've read the Zombie Survival Handbook, you know that zombies don't run. All right.
Yeah.
This is the canonical zombies that do not run.
They don't run. All right. That's good.
That is also assuming
As
that,
specified.
that's also assuming though that the zombie survival guide was not written by a zombie sympathizer
Sympathizer.
who
A Benedict Arnold.
A zombie
who
is-
included false information.
Well, I'll have you know, Colbus, that these zombies can only move 20 feet.
And their lifetime?
In a lifetime.
Nice.
Not in a
If you
lifetime.
fuckers want running zombies, I'll give you running
No, we
zombies.
I
don't
don't
need.
want
We
running
don't
zombies.
need running
Look,
zombies.
I have two boxes here.
We
One
have-
is filled with helpful NPCs, the other with terrifying monsters.
No, we don't need running things.
So
more games than.
So these are helpful
Well, right.
NPCs.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
14 plus 2, 16.
17 plus 3, 20.
10.
So 10, 20,
16.
okay. I'm gonna just say collectively, you guys got the drop on the zombies. And so they have not quite seen you yet.
So look from this vantage point as though there's anything in the room that's valuable or point of interest.
All you see is it's a crypt. There's these stone coffins. There's some broken jars. Some they look like maybe they were like ceremonial urns at one time. You might recognize these as you might recognize them as traditional burials for modest, middle class people of an elven community. Not royalty or anything particular special, but
Plebeians, yes. Well, Lord R is just gonna say fuck it. He's gonna walk in, and I'm gonna go attack a zombie.
okay, go ahead and make your movement. Your movement to contact.
I'm just gonna kind of stroll over.
Like, oh man, he's doing
And
it.
I'm gonna hit that guy.
Okay. As you,
I'm gonna hold my move until Lord R makes his.
Oh, where is it? Your turn? Oh, sorry.
You're good. Don't worry.
as you approach, the zombie does take notice of you and looks over, and he starts lumbering towards you. But you get the first strike.
Cool. So I don't even need to roll this, do I? 'Cause it's the first strike. So just roll damage.
No, you shot the
Roll
hit.
your attack.
One.
1. 6.
6.
Yeah, one is a critical miss though.
Oh, it's critical miss.
Yeah.
That's right, which I have my little critical miss table here. 3. Ooh, you would have hit an ally if in range.
Nice. That's why I held mine.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay, so you miss R, and that means it is Kiara's.
I'm going to go. I'm gonna scoot over behind this pillar, but I'm gonna take the net and throw it on that guy.
Okay.
Do we have the net still?
Yeah.
He has the net.
Yeah.
You want to take it from him?
Yeah.
Lord R's just like standing with his hand on his hip.
Okay, make a dexterity check. Make a dexterity check.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Dexterity. 1. Fuck.
The
Net just kind of falls at his feet. Failure to net.
Colbus.
Da da da. So I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna do during my move, not as an action. I'm gonna do a front flip off this, and then I'm gonna run up through Lord R's legs and stab at the zombie. And I don't think I get sneak attack damage against undead. I don't think. Did it say they're immune from sneak attack?
Poison.
Let me check my rules because I want to make sure. Sneak attack. Oh, I guess I can. It doesn't say that. I guess because it would say, all right, for them. All right, so 13 plus 5, so 18.
18 points of damage.
No, 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, it hits.
Okay. And then it's going to be 1d8 plus 3. So 7 plus 9 for 16.
Okay. You swing and you actually cut the zombie's forearm off, and it just flops to the ground. The finger's still moving.
And then I'm going to use my hide action, or my bonus action, to hide between Lord R.
Okay. All right. That zombie is now going to attack Lord R. 1. And with my critical miss table. As it lumbers forward to try to hit R, it slips and it actually, like, you see it crack and the bones come up through the ankle, and it not quite immobilizes it, but now it's stutter stepping even more than it was before.
Nice.
Sweet.
This zombie comes forward 1, 2 to attack Kiara's.
18. 6 points of damage. He comes forward and just kind of slashes at you. This guy
Comes lumbering forward. There's 1, 2.
All right, back to R.
Should be back to me.
Okay.
I had the highest.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack that zombie again.
Okay.
Dodge out. Oops.
18
18
hits.
plus 5, 23. So 6 plus 11, 17. That's a big roll.
Okay, the zombie is slashed.
He goes down and he has to make his saving throw.
He is down to 1 hit point, but still alive.
Okay.
R.
I'm going to strike. I'm going to walk up to the far zombie there, and I'm going to strike him with the long sword. All right, so 21. D8. 7. So 7.
7?
Yes.
Okay. So you slash him across the chest, and you can see like the splayed open ribs that your broadsword made as it gashed through his torso, but it's still up on its feet.
Can I do like a secondary action and like push it over?
As a bonus action, that kind of counts as like another attack. You have the rest of your movement though.
I'll just stand there. I look disappointed that I didn't kill it in 1 hit. Just look back at them and shake my head like
I look back at you and just
I might have
show my dismay.
Yeah.
Kiaris.
I'm going to use. I'm going to use my wand of missiles. So I'm going to grab him by the neck and then stick the wand into down his throat, and I'm going to fire it off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage. I think it's 1d4 plus 1 or something like that.
3.
Okay.
4 plus 1 says 4.
It fires 3 missiles, so
3.
you roll it.
Oh, 3 times. Okay. So that's 4. That's 2. And then that's 3. 4, 2, 6, 6, 9.
9? Okay. Alright, so you fire the magic missiles into its mouth, and it like blows open the back of the skull. Whatever brains were left in the skull cavity have exited and splattered the column behind it, but it's still alive. There's a mandible kind of hanging by a scrap of skin. Okay, Kiara's what? So now
Their turn. Yeah.
their turn.
This guy has 1 hit point. He's back lumbering up, coming towards you.
Colbus. 18.
I'm gonna use my my reaction to cast shield, which
Okay.
gives me 20.
Okay. So as the zombie comes out and it tries to slash Colbus, the blue spectral shield appears, blocking the attack. The other one comes up to with a missing mandible to attack Kiaris. So yeah, 12.
Yes.
And finally, Lord R. You have a super high AC, so it misses you too. Colbus.
Okay. So I use my reaction. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage, so I can move away from him without provoking an opportunity, an attack of opportunity. Move into Kiaris' space and attack this guy.
Okay.
14 plus 5.
Hit.
And then 9 plus 11. 20 damage.
20 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes down. Slap. Constitution saving. Ooh, suck. He is reduced to 1 hit point.
Okay.
Arm.
These are true zombies.
Who's still that one zombie? I'm gonna hit him again with the long sword.
Which one? The one in front of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 11. I got 8 damage.
Okay. So you hack a big chunk of dead flesh, dead green, gangrene flesh off of its shoulder, and take a nice chip out of the bone. You can see the like yellow, rotting bones underneath the dead skin. Kiaris, your turn.
I'm just gonna take my mace and just slam it down on the one that's on the floor.
Okay. Do you have radiant damage when you use
My mace?
like as a class feature?
I don't know. I will have to look into that. But I don't. I've never written that down before, so I don't think I.
Just something to look into
Yeah.
because it does matter when.
I'll look into it next time.
Okay.
8 plus 2, 10.
Okay, it hits.
And then 1d6. 2 plus 1, 3.
Okay. Okay, this time it's dead. You actually like smash whatever remains of the skull and kill it. Okay, so now the other zombies go.
This one is gonna come around, and they're both gonna attack Lord R.
2, 3. They both miss because you're bobbing and weaving and move out of it, their attacks.
With one hand in my head, just like shaking my head looking at them.
Sorry.
Okay, Colbus.
So did she hit that one that was down
Yeah.
And killed it.
and killed it?
Like legit killed it.
Okay. So then I'm gonna move up behind the one, the one nearest me, and stab it.
Okay.
Stabby stab. 15 plus 5 is 20.
Hits.
And then 5 plus 3 is 8. And then 8 plus 3 is 11 total.
And this was one that was previously down to 1 hit.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so he has to make a saving throw. He is down to 1 hit point. He goes down. It looks like he's dead for a second, and then the eyes open up again.
Motherfucker.
Arm.
I'm going to strike the one standing
You
up.
need it.
Okay.
So I have 19. Five.
All right, you take an arm off, like at the shoulder this time, and it flops down to the ground. Like this zombie's looking pretty haggard, but it's still up on its feet. Kiaris.
I'm gonna run forward this way and help out R with my mace.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Whack it.
Yep. 2. Oh, damn it, 4.
That misses. All right.
wasn't much of a help to you. Sorry.
This zombie staggers up to its feet and tries to hit Clovis again.
What domain are you?
Hmm?
What domain are you?
9.
Oh, misses.
Okay. And then the other one attacks R. 10
Life.
misses.
Life
Life.
of mine.
Coldest, back to you.
Stabber stab. Make 2 plus 5, 7.
Miss. Just misses.
Okay.
R.
I'm going to hit the one standing behind me now.
Okay. So you turn around, swing your sword.
Like an overhead, right down the middle. Oh, that's not official.
I never paid attention to mine.
Oh no, critical failure.
Oh boy.
Well, actually no, because I get +5, right?
No, a 1 is still a.
Damn. Sorry,
A 1 is still a critical. Critical miss.
Or me, no, it's me. I'm standing next to you.
You drop your grappling hook out of your bag and it falls on the floor.
What's the standard of my, like,
Kiaris.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Well, 1. God damn.
Kiaris, you twist an ankle
Oh man.
and your speed is reduced by 10 feet for the duration of this combat.
Stabber stab. 15 plus 5 is 20.
Okay.
4. 6, 10. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
It's reduced to 1 hit point, still alive.
Or
I'm going to strike the one standing up next to me there.
okay.
+5. 13, right? Yeah. And, so 6. So 9.
Okay, it hits. Is that is that the damage?
9 damage.
Okay, cool. All right. You come down on it and just splay its skull wide open. Your sword like goes down through the rib cage and it cleaves the torso open, just like filleting it open, and the corpse falls backwards, and the zombie is legit permadead. The other one is struggling to get back up. Kiaris, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna hit it with my mace again.
This little guy over
Yeah.
here.
And this is bigger.
8 plus 2
It hits.
Yeah. And
Roll
then
your damage,
1.
which I guess.
1.
Okay, well, that's all.
Plus 1, 2.
It is still alive, even after you smashed its rib cage in, and there's bones poking through the skull. It's still alive. Reaches out to slash you, Kiaris. It rolls a 14.
Miss.
All right. You step away as it reaches out to grab you. Coldest, it's your turn.
Did we take those green torches? I don't remember.
Yeah, we have them.
No, you didn't.
I thought we took some.
I don't think you took them with you.
Are any of the torches? Are any of these torches? Are they easy to access? The torches on the wall.
They appear to be the same sort of torches as in the throne room.
All right, I'm gonna grab one of the torches and like light this zombie up with it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
That 9. 9.
It hits.
Plus 2. Okay.
Okay. Well, it's down to 1 point anyway. So the zombie is cast ablaze on fire, and it like just burns down to like a skeleton into the fetal position as the ghostly green flames from the torch just consume it, and the zombie is actually dead this time.
Do they have anything worthwhile on them?
The zombies, just like tattered clothing.
I was kind of kicking with my toes. All right. And start searching this.
Reclaiming your net.
Yeah, that net is crucial.
You're gonna
Start
start.
ours just to make I'm proud of you, coolness.
I'm gonna start searching this.
I didn't think of the fire. You thought
Ah.
of it. You're learning.
I'm gonna start searching this area.
Okay. What? Go ahead and are all you searching?
Yeah, I'm gonna search.
All right. Go ahead and make perception rolls.
19.
5.
Okay. Colbus, you go pawing around through all the crap in this crypt,
Mm-hmm.
and what you find is this sort of clay. We would think of it almost as porcelain, but like hard clay,
Mm-hmm.
large urn
Mm-hmm.
with all of these spigots in it, and coming out of different directions that have corks stuck in them. And there are the corks are also made out of like maybe glass or something like that,
Mhm.
and they all have different colors.
How big is this? How big is this urn?
It's like that big. It weighs about 5 pounds.
Will it fit in our bag of holding?
Probably not. No. It could fit. It'll fit in a backpack, or something like that comfortably. But I don't think you would be able to squeeze it into a satchel.
All right. Ara, come here. I need to borrow your backpack. Tell.
And what do I get out of it?
Playing hard to get.
I'll tell you what, I will carry that thing if you find something in here that I want.
In here, just carry it, please. Or stop being difficult right now. I know that it's not an ogre's nutsack or a newborn baby or some two-headed deer that you can carry around, but please just put this in your bag for now, in your backpack for now.
I'll think about it.
It's probably got something good to drink once we figure it out.
Alright, I throw it in the backpack. Are there any other chests or anything in here that...
Nothing particularly noteworthy in this room.
So we could work our way to the back here. Where does the staircase go to?
Okay. You come around, and what you find is a
Spiral staircase leading upward.
We should go up it.
I want to search that pool area first.
Okay. Make another perception roll.
3 plus 6.
Okay. You look into the pool and you see something in there, some sort of glass vial of something or other.
I'm gonna I'm gonna use my rapier to is it deep?
No, it's just below the surface.
I'm gonna use my rapier to kind of get in there and tink it to see if it's real or if it's some sort of lure from a deep sea monster.
No, it appears to be some sort of potion just right underwater.
Okay. Hey guys, if I go in here, come get me. And then I reach in and I grab it.
Okay. You pull it out of the water and look at it, and you actually recognize it. It's a potion of greater healing.
Okay, awesome. Do you guys, I think as a group, we go through everything that we can.
Yeah.
Including if we need to. I'm all about removing some of these sarcophagi tops or the crypt tops, if you guys are.
I'll do it.
I know-
How was that?
Well, when I said I was all for doing it, I meant you.
Yeah.
I can't live that.
Okay. You want to push some of them off?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go grave digging.
Which one are you gonna go up to and push the top off of?
Let's just start on the left side of the room and work our way around.
So put it out.
Okay.
Side.
Make a strength check. All three of you. Like, these things are super heavy.
Oh, okay, it's a 7.
4
10.
minus
5.
1, so 3.
10.
Okay, so you guys push and you can't push this thing off. I mean, it's a heavy stone slab.
Okay, let's try the next one. If this one's stuck.
All of us pushing together at the same time.
Yeah, you're all pushing at the same time, I would think,
For
right?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you go up
Oh, wait.
What?
We're going to try that again, but I'm going to use a crowbar, which gives us advantage on strength checks.
That makes sense. For something like this.
So 8 minus 1, and I just rolled 7.
I have 18.
Everybody roll twice.
And then that's a 16.
I wrote 11. I
With-
wrote an 11, and so roll again.
Mhm.
5.
So I had 15. Take your highest one.
18 plus 3, 21.
15 plus 21 is 36, plus your highest one,
11.
11.
Okay. You guys push and finally push the stone slab off of it. And inside, you can find a skeleton decorated in similar ornate armor that you saw previously. It has a helmet, chest piece, what do they call them? Gauntlets, the whole 9 yards.
Does anything look like valuable?
I mean, the metal it's made out of is got to be worth something, presumably.
Okay.
You guys have.
Does
something-
it feel like if I pick it up, does it feel as heavy as it looks like it should feel?
Yeah, it does, but it's also clearly well made. Again, in disrepair, but it was well made. It was made by expert craftspeople.
Okay. You guys want to check all of them? So
Yeah.
the next one, and I'm sure that's about crowbars give you advantage on strength check. I'm sure about that.
I mean, for a task like lifting the
Yeah.
lid off of a sarcophagus, I think that makes sense.
Okay.
A crowbar would do that.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and make another strength check.
So we make 2, 16.
6. 17.
22.
15. So 15, 22, and 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys heave ho the lid off. It smashes to the ground, just echoes throughout the entire crypt. Inside is this appears to be a female skeleton wearing a very ornate dress made out of beads. And the moment that the remains are exposed to oxygen, the dress starts to crumble and fall apart.
Do any of the beads make it through this? Are any of these beads different?
The beads survive,
Oh, the
but
beads survive.
the design and everything just kind of comes apart.
Okay.
It was a very beautiful dress that probably the threads that held it all together dissolve as the oxygen comes in contact.
Okay, well, I'm going to collect up all the beads. Is there anything else in there?
No, it doesn't seem so. But
You
yeah,
could-
they're like little beads.
I'll scoop them up and
Yeah,
do
yeah.
what I can with them. Do they look like?
They're decorative.
They're
beads.
decorative?
They don't look like they're made out of gemstones or anything like that.
It's such a ripoff. You go and you're thinking it's all Tiffany and it's just Express. Right? Okay, let's try another one.
Alright.
Twice.
23.
Well, natural 22. Right? So 12.
9.
Okay, you push the sarcophagus lid off. This one appears to be the remains of a child, a child-sized skeleton at least.
Next one.
Anything unusual on this underneath it, or?
Again, some sort of clothing, and the clothing is so thin at this point that it's like even more than paper thin. But
Okay.
the second you touch it, it just kind of crumbles.
Okay. All right, next one. What?
9.
7.
15.
Okay, so you push the lid off, and this appears to be another soldier's grave. There's, the same ornate armor, and greaves and plate mail and all of that.
We'll take it. It's the elvish stuff.
Yes.
Is the plate mail better than yours?
I don't know yet. We should just put it in the bag.
Decide
We can
later
sell
on.
it. Worst case, we can polish it up and sell
But
it.
it might be better than yours. Maybe you want to wear it now. I
The
don't know.
plate mail?
Yeah.
Is it better than mine? Is it magic?
You don't know that. You know that, what kind of plate mail armor are you wearing? First of all.
It's better than mine.
Just says plate.
It may not be better. You won't know unless you refurbish it and have it examined by, some sort of an expert. But again, you can tell that, it's made by a true master of their craft.
Try to attune with it next to rest.
Yeah.
See if that works. I don't know if you have to attune with armor, but.
You might as well put all of it in the bag. Take a look at it.
The next one?
We did 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one there, yeah.
$12.
6. I'm getting weaker and weaker as we go along. I'm getting tired from picking up all these, opening the sarcophagus.
19.
Okay. You push the lid off of this one, and it's empty.
I'm gonna use a dagger to go around the seams, search the interior to make sure there's no false bottom or anything like that in it.
No, it seems to be made out of a solid piece of stone.
Okay.
It's weird how it's some sort of elvish engineering. It's not natural. Or I shouldn't say it's not natural, but it's not normal to the way men would build.
Okay.
It's their own specific form of engineering. Whatever magical means they use are just expert masonry that's beyond the abilities of humankind.
Yes.
Yeah, R is having his master masonry over here.
So you guys want to check the next one? Do you want to get
Yeah,
this
just
one?
like them all. Might as
Sure,
well.
absolutely. Why didn't you tell me?
I
got it.
tried it a couple times. Natural 20,
Okay.
but minus 1, so 19.
Do we have more beer?
Yeah.
Because it was on the dish.
I give you a dice tray, you still fuck it up. I'm gonna put you on safety stand down over
19.
there. 19?
19. I need like a
9.
backboard.
These boys
Okay.
got it, so I'm
Yeah. Okay, so you push it off and
oh, here, let me open it.
Ah, yes. Thank you. The Oath of Conquest.
where's my D100?
Thank you.
You guys find a spell scroll inside, first level spell scroll, which you already have, essentially. So,
I already have that spell.
I never told you guys what spells you had and didn't have. I just assumed you have all of your first level ones. So,
No, because we have to. I think we have to decide. There are a certain number of spells that we can learn.
that you can learn per time you rest.
No. Only some classes work that way. Other classes, you have to know the spell. I think wizards, you have to know the spell. So, cantrips now. Oh, maybe spell slots. No, that's druid.
All right, I'm gonna give
Yeah, I have spell slots.
Kiaris something special out of the other book.
Yeah.
The spell scroll is for spell. You don't know what it is. You're gonna have to have an expert look at it because it's written in Elvish.
Okay.
But it has something to do with ceremony.
Well, I can read it, can't I?
You could read it.
Are you an expert in magic?
You'd be able to understand maybe what the spell does, but you wouldn't know how to cast it.
Yeah. What does it do? I can read and see what it does.
If you look at it and read it, you perform a special religious ceremony that is infused with magic. When you cast the spell, you get to choose a rite that affects a target within 10 feet of you. The rites are atonement, blessed water, coming of age, dedication, funeral rite, or wedding. But you don't understand any further than that. So you'll have to have somebody with some actual know-how examine the spell scroll.
We'll have to look at that.
Yeah, write that down, and I'll give you the rest of the information if you find somebody who can decipher it.
Okay. Yeah, just because you said that really fast, I don't know what you said. So.
The spell is called ceremony.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2. How many more do we have left? 2 or 3 on this side?
3.
3. You guys want to go again?
Sure.
17.
12.
Five.
All right,
That
you
is
guys,
the highest of those 2 rolls?
you guys push and push, and you're not able to get this one open.
Okay. Try the next one.
$22.
18.
19.
All right, you push this out, the stone slab clatters to the ground, and you find another, appears to be a female body that's wearing some sort of a dress. The skin is mummified against it, and it's wearing some sort of crown made out of silver. Or I should say more like a tiara than a crown. It's not quite that extravagant.
Poor girl. Let's take that tiara though.
Loot the body, sicko.
Yeah.
It's alright. Worse things could be done with it.
I know people always say like this game encourages some negative values. It's like, let's go kill shit and take its stuff.
Let's just go murder hobo right now. Was there, aside from the tiara, is there anything else of interest
No,
on this set? All right, do we have one more?
there's one more.
19.
23.
11.
Okay, you push it open and it's another elven soldier.
Take it over.
The armor? Okay,
Armor, weapons, and everything.
cool.
To the staircase, the mysterious staircase that goes
Sure,
up.
let's go up.
What's the store
Oh,
down here?
Yeah, is there a door here?
Where? Oh,
Or is that really not
disregard
there?
that.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, so we'll play with it. Oh, there's a door right there, right?
That goes
We
into
never-
the.
There's this staircase here. Oh, yeah, and you guys, I mean, you already
There's
made your
nothing there,
search.
okay.
You searched the prison,
Okay.
the prison area, and there's like skeletons and tattered, blankets, sheets, things like that, but there's nothing of any real import in there. You're heading upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always reminds me like we're in a sound of music or like Fellowship of the Ring and the mountains come up and there's just like our little tribe going around.
You were hanging out on top of the mountain.
We should get that so every time this comes up when you're changing maps, it plays a sound of music theme song.
I was actually trying to get it to put our logo on there, but I'm still struggling with some of these things.
Did you guys see Endgame?
No, I haven't seen it.
Mm.
I think that Chernobyl show on HBO comes out tonight.
Oh, it does it?
That's One source
Oh, maybe.
said no, one source said yes.
What's that? What's the Chernobyl?
It's a mini-series, like 7-8 episodes about Chernobyl. Looks really
Oh,
good.
Do you guys want to hear a quick story?
sure.
Yes.
Really, just a brief pause in
Yeah.
the game. So you remember we were having that conversation when I picked you up at the airport last week, and you were mentioning the never-ending story.
Yeah.
And you were like, "There's that really traumatic scene in the movie." Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
There's a scene that's traumatic as fuck for every like 10-year-old boy
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When the horse.
Yeah, the
sinks into
horse.
the
Exactly.
swamp.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking heart
Yeah.
wrenching.
It's like, thank you for ruining my childhood.
yeah. Thank you for ruining
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And it's so this kid. It's like fantasy film, you know, Tolkien-esque, and he gets sent on this epic quest. And like basically the first scene, they go into the swamp of sadness, and his horse sinks into the swamp. And he's like, come on, get out. And the horse just sinks into the swamp and dies.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking horrible. Well, I brought this conversation up with a friend of mine that we were having about this. And I was like, yeah, man, we were talking about, you know, the never-ending story, how there's a traumatic scene in it with the horse. And he's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, but I read the book written by this crazy German guy. And I was like, it was a book first? And he's like, yeah, it was. And he's like, I read the book, and that scene is like 10 times worse. And I was like, dude, what are you talking about? And I like there's like tears in my eyes. And he's like, in the book, the horse can talk. Like it actually has a voice.
Oh
It's
my
like,
god,
no.
dude. Can you imagine?
and they go into the swamp of sadness, and what happens is that the horse is so sad and has such like an existential crisis. He tells the kid, he's like, just leave me here to die. He's like, I don't want to live in a world that has this much sadness in it. Like, just leave me here. Let me die, because I cannot carry on with my life knowing that this place exists. And I was like, bro, you just fucking destroyed me. Like
Wow.
I can't fucking do this anymore.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like
No.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, that was brutal enough. Just the movie. Yeah.
It was like Ken was saying, man, last Monday, he was like, man, like movies used to, like, especially kids' movies used to be like darker.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
dude. Old Yeller? I mean, come on. Come on. Who would make that movie today? Nobody would make that movie today.
Maybe that's part of what the problem is with millennials.
They can't handle it.
They haven't had traumatic movies as kids. Scarred them.
Well, I think it has to do with the reality of life, right? Or like
Kids have more control over their lives, and lives are a little bit easier. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there who don't want to hear that, but
I mean, America, the world has gotten to be a better place. Like, statistically, that's true.
Every kid should have see this horse die.
every
Even
kid
if it's just made up.
should have like some traumatic event happen.
dude, Bambi. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I interviewed CJ Ramon of the Ramones,
Uh-huh.
and that's exactly what he told me. He's like, the problem we have with music today is emotional immaturity, because like these kids have not suffered. Like musically, they can play their instruments way better than I ever can or will.
Right.
But it's an issue of emotional immaturity that he was like mentioning like the guys on like Oasis back in the day who would be like having fist fight. They were brothers and they were just having fist fights left and right.
Yeah.
Like shit was just wilder back then, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, man, look, if you get to a point in your world, in your life, where the words that people use are legitimately like your biggest concern,
Like you've gotten to it.
you've gotten to a really special place in history.
Yeah, we're like we've tamed society.
Right. Yeah. Well, you've gotten to a special place in history where like shit's really easy.
You can't see that.
Okay, I'll move the camera in a minute.
Okay.
The people think it's the worst.
You know, like it's one of those. It's sort of like the whole first world problems things. Like, if this is really what we complain about now, we're not doing so bad. You know.
Yeah, I remember watching a video from I can't remember the guy's name, but he was a big record label guy. He was Jewish, and he was talking about how Louis Farrakhan used to come after him like hardcore.
Yeah.
But he was like, he only came after me with words. You know, like there was at least that line. That
Yeah.
You know, and that's old school. I mean,
Yeah.
that's decades ago now. But anyway, it's interesting.
Okay, let me adjust the camera real quick before I go on my like huge diatribe. There we go. I still gotta zoom it out a little bit.
Extension denied.
Okay, guys. So you have emerged from the dungeon as you went up that spiral staircase, and you came out back into the ruins.
It's a big delay. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
You came out into the ruins, and you guys can see the gate where you guys first went into the ruins and then down into the dungeon, that entrance. So you're back in that field area with the ruins where you were under attack from the Green Dragon. And what you can see is that there is a gang of thugs out there, and they are posted up on that entranceway. And it looks like they're just there, like waiting for you, waiting in ambush. But you, because you came out through an alternate entrance, you've had the opportunity to observe them rather than spring the ambush.
I say we. Does it look like? Can we identify what mercenary group they're from, or who they're working for, or do they have really nice equipment?
They're outfitted to fight, but they're not like super professional. They look like they do have some sort of like issued clothing and weapons, but they do not look like the previous mercenary company or companies that you saw in Elysium.
Should we just try to sneak past them?
Is it daytime or nighttime?
When you went into the dungeon, it was nighttime, and you took a rest.
We took a short rest and then we took a long rest.
I'd say it's like midday when you come out.
Okay. I mean, I can pass without trace if you guys want to do
Yeah,
that.
let's try to at least
Yeah.
get behind them,
Right.
or try to get out of here.
Okay.
Do you want me to try and figure out who they are?
Well, do you want us to talk
Can
to
you
them?
take the bear trap with the mage hand and like drop it on their head?
I don't know. I'll drop it on there. I don't know. I mean,
Kind of like
You could do the net.
maybe. I mean, I can't. I don't think I can activate a device. Like I can't.
I could set it. I'll
Or I
set
can't use an object. I don't think.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I can't use a magic item. I think. I have to look at it.
Because I could set it. I could hand it to your mage hand and then just go drop it on one of their heads. That'd be cool.
Well, either way, I'm going to pass without trace and activate us for the next hour.
Yeah, let's get out of here because I'm sure the dragon will come back and maybe they'll all be there.
And he'll play with them, right?
Yeah.
Well, not if the dragon won't be back if they're set up in an ambush. Like, I mean,
But they'll
They've
be
been
they'll be
waiting.
occupied with it versus us having to be.
Although it would be cool to kill a dragon because I'm sure we could get like some cool things from it.
We couldn't even touch that dragon.
yeah,
Dragon
I'm
eyes,
not.
dragon scales,
Dragon's-
a tooth.
You be the judge. You be the judge there, Lord R.
We don't see the dragon around, right? We don't hear anything.
Not at the moment, no.
Can we call a dragon? We don't have to do that.
I'm not at that level yet. Okay.
So what do you guys? So do you guys want to kill him, or do you want to stay by him?
How many times can you use your mage hand?
A lot.
What way is the sun pointing right now?
It's midday, so it's pretty much straight overhead.
Straight overhead. Hey, I got an idea.
Okay.
I should give you my little pocket mirror. And then you take the pocket mirror with your mage hand. You float it over face down. And then you set it all shiny right here. So then one of them goes, hey, what the fuck is that? and then when they walk over, use your mage hand again and pull this piece of wood out and send the whole tower collapsing down on them. You see what I'm saying?
Is the whole tower being supported by one piece of wood?
Oh, I'm sure at least a few bricks are, not to kill a man.
Is that how it's being held up?
I would say so.
I'm not. I'm not so sure. I'm following.
Come on,
I'm not-
let's try it.
I'm
You
not
can see,
so
let's try it.
sure I'm following your logic.
Just try it. Just try it.
Is there a piece of wood that looks like it might be supporting a brick or two, or the
The
whole
whole
entire weight of
column?
the structure that I could
See
move with
that
my
piece right
nature?
here? See this right here? If you got pulled this out and a man was in there, at least a few bricks would come out.
That shit is falling apart. I mean, they are ruins, and yeah, there is a board that has been propped up in there.
Okay, I'll try it.
That appears to be holding up part of the infrastructure.
We should just try to kill this dude
Okay.
in the freakiest ways.
I will
Mortal Kombat
use my
style.
mage hand
I'll give you the
to
mirror.
move the mirror over, have it catch the, once it get over there, keep it face down until it gets there. Once it gets over there, get it so it catches the light and set it in a resting position.
Okay. So you're trying to like shine the light, use it as a signal to like distract them?
Just to get their attention, so they're like.
Yeah, we're just getting their attention right now.
Okay. So you set the mirror down, and it does catch the sunlight, and
The ones that are closer kind of start looking over that way and say, hey,
what's that? It says, hey, Jarvis, go check that out. And this guy makes a movement. It's his 6 inches or so. He goes over to take a look. He's heading over there.
Okay.
This is awesome.
So while he's on his way over there, I don't know if I can even reach that.
You're pretty invisible too, so you'd have to shimmy.
Did you cast
Yeah.
accidental trace?
Yeah.
Or you're just a shadow.
Like worst case, if you came around this side, but none of them would see you, you'd be within perfect range to do the mage hand stuff.
Come on, Dave.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm gonna. Shit. Okay. I'll wait till he gets there and then try to like pull some of the wood out to kill this guy with a brick.
Is the mage hand visible by other people?
Yeah. For me it is.
For you,
Yeah.
but for him, can he see?
Yeah. What I mean is, for arcane tricksters, that's their bag. Is that mage hand is invisible for them.
Gotcha. Okay. So this guy continues walking through the knee-high grass up there and gets up on top of one of the fallen bricks, and he looks up at it.
Okay. I'm gonna pull like some of the support wood if I can with the mage hand to try to create a collapse on him.
All right, make a dexterity check.
I'm also going to try to get one of the bricks to break the egg so it flows into the pan and cooks itself. Make a what? Check?
Dex check.
20. Natural 20. Critical success.
Holy fuck. All right, you pull the board out, and this whole tower just collapses, like one by one, just and it comes down and falls over, crushes this dude, and kicks up like a big cloud of dust. And these other mercenaries who are loitering around are like, "Holy fuck!" And a couple of them go running for cover.
I'm gonna run in the big commotion. I'm gonna start running as fast as I can, stealthily this way. Tell me when I get to this guy, because I'm just gonna run up and stick a rapier in his ass.
Okay, so you guys definitely have seized the initiative here. So Colbus, you went first. Who wants to go next?
I want to enact my commanding presence. Conquering presence.
Conquering presence. Wow.
It instills fear.
So I would get up on one of the things though.
Isn't it even if you're unseen though?
It's you have to be. You have to be within a line of sight of them. They don't have to see you, but you have. But it's like it's an aura that rolls off of you basically.
Yeah.
So it has to be line of sight. So you need to stand up someplace like strategically, or tactically like viable.
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna come right here. So this way, like I can dip behind this. It gives me like some strategic movement.
If you dip behind it, then you lose your aura over them.
I'm just gonna stand there in this split.
Go
Okay.
high.
With my commanding presence.
Go high, command from go.
On top of this. And I'm just gonna be taunting your dead friend.
I'm just gonna come over here. Since they don't really know I'm still around since I still pass without trace. I'm just over here, just
Okay.
hiding behind this wall.
So in the next couple seconds, this
So-
guy comes up to the wall. This guy comes over around. They're all looking for the dust to clear, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Okay, back to coldness.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna run up behind this guy and stick him in the ass.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your.
1, so I'll roll again. 20, critical success.
All right. Roll your damage.
May I borrow one of your D8s, please?
Right here.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. 16, 26, 26, 29 plus 3, 32 points of damage.
All right. So you ramrod this guy right through the ass and just kills him instantly.
Nice. And then I'm gonna like kind of pull my sword out and walk up behind this guy and go, oh no, what happened to Jarvis?
And he turns around. What? And he sees the corpse. He's like, holy shit.
Well, Jarvis was the one under the
Yeah,
thing
he's
too,
on
right?
that thing, yeah.
Yeah. Now he's surprised though.
No, what I'm saying is Jarvis is the one
Yeah.
that
The
switched
guy
in.
got crushed.
Everybody's dying. What's going on?
Your turn.
I'm just gonna sprint from the wall and charge this guy with my throwing sword. Because I don't think you can do shit.
You can use your dash
My dash.
and make it over there, but then you have no action. So yeah, you can definitely make it over there. That's where you want to go?
Yeah. Just right in this space.
Jarvis, your turn.
So you're instilling fear in everybody still, right?
Yeah, I'm
So-
assuming he's effective
Yeah.
at this point.
So I'm gonna use my thaumaturgy and make a huge loud boom that follows you as you're running, so it just sounds scary as fuck. And then I'm gonna come this way. And I'm gonna come behind you.
So you're making a distraction and then sneaking behind there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you successfully sneak over there and hide. Alright, now these guys are gonna take their turn. Okay. First one is gonna lash out with his scimitar against Colditz there. 16.
So you used your conquering presence, right?
Yes.
So anybody who's within line of sight of him, even if they can't see him, as an action of your choice that you can see within 30 feet. So each creature of your choice to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute. Oh, so it's just you. I thought it was something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he's in the side range.
All right.
Or no, he's in
Okay. I'm sorry. Say that again. He attacks me.
Yeah, and he rolls a 16.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction to enact shield.
Okay. The scimitar comes down on your blue spectral shield. Arm.
I'm gonna attack the guy right in front of me with Searing Strike. Critical fail.
Oh no.
This dice is not good.
Can I get a what?
You swing, miss, and fall prone.
The grass is wet. I don't know.
Kiaris.
Does commanding presence still work?
60 feet. I'm in Sacred Flame, the guy that's on top of Lord R.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll move over here. So you have to throw a dexterity.
I need a dexterity check to open the spear. Okay. 12.
My thing is
13.
12. So you have to.
Oh, it's 12
It's 12, yeah. Fine. Okay, that is all.
It doesn't do any damage? Oh, really?
Yeah. Saving throw or 1d8.
That's okay. So now the bandits get to attack? All right.
Wait, I haven't gone since I killed the first one, so I still get we went through a round already, right?
Did I go past you?
I think so, because I ran up, I killed the first one. Then they ran up and they did their things. Then the one took a stab at me and I used my reaction. Then they just went, so I think I'm still in their turn.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, but Kira has moved away from me, so I am, I'm going to use my bonus action to move past him to disengage, right? And then move to stab this one next to Lord R, so that I can get my sneak attack damage. 5 plus 5, 10.
Okay. You hit that one, and you like run him through the guts like he's hurt pretty badly. He looks like he's on the brink, actually.
Do you want me to roll damage for him?
Oh, I thought you.
10 was just a hit. Yeah, 10 was just a hit.
Jeez, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Go ahead.
Okay. So 6 plus 3 is 9, and then 2d6, 10, 19 points of damage.
Yeah, you run him through, he's killed. But now you see some other people coming, popping up around the sides. They look like there's other bandits coming, trying to outflank you from over in this direction.
I yell, nobody outflanks the flanker!
But as more mercenaries appear, so does your friend, the dragon, who comes down and just snatches this guy up and disappears just as soon as he
Showed up on the battle space, he just swoops that guy up and moves on.
I say that we break contact under the spell and leave.
If we can head on out, because we're still
The mercenaries like look up, they're like, holy shit.
we're still underpassing without trace. So I don't know if the dragon sees us. He sees them.
We can go.
Yeah.
Let's break contact. Because we're all in the same area and we have cover from these guys with these obstacles and they're all looking up. This is a great time to leave. The dragon probably won't be back for another turn or two. And they're not gonna be looking for us knowing this dragon now. We already know dragons.
And we have the advantage right now. Like it's our turn, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is it their turn or is it our turn?
Colbus went, and then Dragon intervened. It's basically, it would have been their turn to attack, but I think the dragon just kind of interrupted everything for a moment.
Right.
We're old hats. Old like hats with the dragon. I'm gonna do a quick search of this dude I just killed to see if he's got anything good on him.
Okay. Make a perception check.
19 plus 3, 22.
All right, you find, well, he has a quiver full of arrows,
Uh-huh.
a short sword,
Uh-huh.
and you find a little purse with, 5 silver pieces in it.
All right, I'm gonna take the purse. I mean, everything else, whatever.
Get me the quivers.
I grab the quiver.
Okay.
And then you guys want to DD him out? Get out of here?
Yep.
Yeah,
Excellent
like using the
Vietnamese.
ruins and using.
Huh?
Excellent Vietnamese.
Thank you. That's why I watched the Green Beret a lot growing up.
Yes. While they're distracted, let's take off if we can.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys turn and run, and go ahead and make a stealth check as a dragon swoops in to attack these mercenaries.
What is that?
20.
Booyah! So, yeah,
Plus
20 plus 30 plus
14.
7, so 37.
All right, so your party escapes and evades through the ruins, just like jumping over walls, clearing them like hurdles, and disappearing into the wood line. As that dragon is just like waylaying what turns out to be like a whole platoon of mercenaries that was hidden within the ruins, set up to ambush you guys.
Sucks to be them.
And yeah, the green dragon is having his way with them now.
And we killed the one dude with the thing.
Getting F'd and the B by the GD.
That was a pretty dramatic kill, though.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
I was excited that one. Like,
But cool. Okay, so you guys are back into the wood line, into the forest. Your current status is, you've rested. You found some magical shit, or what appears to be magical stuff. Some cool items. Your donkey with all your rations was snatched up.
Donkey.
Presumably, maybe you still have some water left, but you don't have any food. And you're 3 days away from Elysium, if that's where you're heading back to.
Right. We can find food. I'm sure.
You guys want to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You alright?
Mm-hmm. Before we close out the session, is there anything else you guys want to do, or anything you want to tell me about, or anything? Tell me what your next move is, just so I can prepare a little bit for next session. Is it to go back to Elysium?
But I think, for me, like on the next break, on our next rest, I want to one more time try to attune with the orb. Like while we're making our way back. Find a more secure location where we're not going to get steamrolled by some jelly or ochre or whatever it was.
Okay. Any other thoughts? Ideas?
Do you want to take it back to her, or what do you guys want to do with it?
I don't. Unless we can figure out what to do with it, I don't see why not.
Right.
Like,
This is obviously something huge because now that people are coming after us for it. So. This is.
I'm game for keeping it, but I don't know how to use it.
I don't either. That's the thing. Unless
Can we
we
still
find
get the
someone.
base with the plugs in it. We'll have to check that out.
The what?
The base with the plugs in it. Next week
Oh,
I would
right.
like to look into woods or with a donkey.
Oh yeah. So that's the other thing is that how long does it take to attune to a magic item? Is it an hour or is it a short rest? I can't remember.
I think it depends on the item.
Okay, because I also want to attune to the jug if I can.
Okay. Certainly try, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool guys.
Excellent.
You did your first dungeon.
What? Nice.
Did a cool kill there.
think it turned out okay. So, for the whopping 0 people who are probably watching this, we won't be back next Monday. We'll be back the Monday after this. So,
Don't cry for us.
yeah. I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
They might.
Never know.
They might.
Become a fixture in some people's lives.
Soon.
Well, if this is worth having fun, that's a good start.